Mute us? No. You're muted. A person's still muted. I'm not green on the screen. Yay. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome on in. As you know, my name is Tanya, your host here this evening on Twitch. And I am very, very honored to have Stacey Abrams with me. And also Persis Bristol, who is our ASL interpreter. Stacey, how are you? Yes. So are you familiar with Animal Crossing at all? Mm-hmm. Hold on. They're saying you're muted. Let me fix that. You shouldn't be. All of the I know they are saying that you are muted. It could be you're not muted. Keep talking. I am going to fiddle with audio in the background, but thank you.
Do this event, and it was just such a fascinating not only story to learn about, but it's such an inspiring conversation about how you take adversity and turn it into opportunity. And what you did was not only serve yourself, but you did everything in your power to open the doors for others. And that's, I think, the reason this matters so much, that you use your posture and your position to create space for others. And that's always worthy of celebration.
Thank you so much. And now people can hear you. They heard all those great things you just said about me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I've been a great admirer of your work, and I'm really honored and glad you all reached out and we could pull this off today. So, while we get into some Animal Crossing, I guess for me, I wanted to talk about while we load the game is why tomorrow's so important, especially for you, for folks in Georgia. Because for those that don't know, I don't live in Georgia. I have friends there. I think I have relatives there, but tomorrow's super important. And I was wondering if you wanted to get into why while we run my little person around the island.
Well, so look, let's talk about your person running around the island. But here, that's a perfect segue into this election. That person has to find resources. They have to try to build capacity. They have to overcome adversity. And sometimes that adversity is just knowing what to do and how to get it done.
Absolutely.
We know that in the midst of COVID-19, there are so many families that thought they had everything situated. They thought they'd figured out their lives. And this pandemic has upended everything. But, folks thought about this. They called it government. The government was
Mhm.
designed to help step in when all the plans you made get upended, not because of anything you did, but because of outside forces that you can't control. And when the scale of the challenge is so large that you can't solve it on your own. We need good senators who actually believe in the responsibility that we all share for one another through the social contract. And that can sound, highfalutin, but just to be really basic, when times are tough, we're supposed to help each other. And we need US senators who believe in helping us. And one of the challenges we have right now is that the two US senators in Georgia are not helping Georgians. But what's
Mm.
going to be worse is that if they remain in office, someone out of Kentucky, Mitch McConnell, can stop everything from happening. And we really need
Mm.
someone both in the new president, but also in the Senate who are willing to work together. That doesn't mean they're always going to agree, but we need
Absolutely.
new senators who are willing to at least say, I think we should do this together. I think we should help folks. And the reason someone in Chicago or in Milwaukee or in Miami should care is that what they do for Georgia, they're doing for everyone. And if they can make it possible for all of us to not only survive this pandemic, but recover from it, that benefits all of us. And that's why this election matters so much.
Absolutely, because a lot of people put so much energy into like the highest level of election without thinking about their local and state ones, and that's where a lot of these things make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Like this little digital version of me who is super cute, and I miss being able to put my hair in buns like that because I have way too much hair now. Um, like this poor little octopus, she's just out here in the snow sleeping. Look at her. So
What got you into Animal Crossing?
So for those who don't know, a friend at the time talked it up and talked about the game so much, previous versions, and at that time I didn't know that we would all be stuck inside for most of 2020. And I'd ordered it, and it was just like, okay, this will be cute. It'll be fun to get into because it looked really neat. And then, for those that don't know, watching, my mom passed, so it also turned into a good distraction for not dealing with things until I had to, which is not the healthiest, but it is what it is. And then I realized it's fun. I have my cute little people, and like you were saying, it's all about resources. When you start, you just have a tent. You don't even have a house. Luckily, it was spring when the game came out, so we weren't out in the snow with just a tent. But I got to go meet villagers and tell them to come live in my island. So I had to promise them a good life
Exactly.
to come and hang out. And been playing a lot of it. Actually started doing a D&D show based on Animal Crossing with some friends who had never played D&D. I made my basement into a D&D room, and we started teaching people how to play D&D, but using Animal Crossing.
Oh, fantastic. Now that is a crossover that is worth watching.
Yeah, we just need to figure out when we're going to do our final episode because life happens. The folks on that show are Brian Gray, Urban Bohemian, and Shannon Woodward, and Adam Nickerson. And so, people still had to travel in some cases. So right now we're on hold for that last episode, but it'll be fun because I get to fight a dragon.
Well, actually one of my favorite series finales in history was I don't know if folks remember Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I love the show Angel. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I also loved Angel. And that very last scene where he was like, "I've always wanted to fight a dragon." Like that is penultimate.
So you know what? Depending on how everything comes out, if you want to do this to celebrate, I'm more than happy to run a D&D game for you.
I would actually love it because that was my next to favorite. It's my second favorite series finale ever.
Oh, yeah.
Quite awesome.
Yeah. So while we're running around, if you were going to play some D&D, what kind of class would you be?
See, tell me. Well, I'll turn around on you.
Okay.
Having watched my career, where would you put me?
Ooh, it'd be tough between a paladin and a cleric. And I say paladin because you're doing what's right. You're out here, righting wrongs, and that's stereotypically a paladin. But also a cleric because all the work that you're doing is healing rifts, and you're getting people out here and getting them mobilized to vote. And for those that are watching, we actually have two commands in the chat. I will vote with an exclamation and peach vote. So if you live in Georgia, you can go see where your polling place is if you still need to vote tomorrow in person. Please wear a mask. Please be safe. Please keep distance. But if you do need to go vote tomorrow, please go do so. And anyone in the chat can run those commands.
And I will tell you guys, when you go to vote tomorrow, because I'm assuming all of you will, make sure you remember that if you are in line by 7 p.m., they have to let you stay. Even if the line takes a little longer, as long as you stay, they have to let you in. And it's so important because, this is going to be, a critical election. And I know we say every election is the most important election. This one actually is for all the marbles. It's going to decide how the next 2 years unfold. It's going to decide if we get COVID relief checks that aren't $600 to survive the winter. I mean, it's like somebody giving you a match, but not giving you any wood on it, on your island.
Yeah.
Actually, will help us, build a fire, perhaps maybe, expand the tent, build a build. I mean, it's just that important. When when the vaccine is disseminated, when we start to turn the corner, we are going to still be bringing all of the economic turmoil, all of the healthcare issues with us. And if we don't have leaders who are committed to making sure people have access to healthcare, that they have access to good jobs, and that in that space in between, and that time between you finding your island and getting your tent and you building your city, if in that space in between, we do not have real support, a lot of folks, especially the poorest among us, the disenfranchised, the marginalized, they're going to fall away, and we will leave them behind in ways that just should terrify us all. We should be better people than that. And I just want us to all think about the fact that even if you don't like voting for yourself, part of the reason I vote is because I know that I may have a pretty good life. My job is to make sure that others' lives can be as good as they can.
Yeah. And, while you're talking about this, we talked a little bit about Animal Crossing, what got me into it, but Animal Crossing is a game about community because, it may seem like cute, fun game, but your villagers or your islanders actually, they have to kind of get along because on occasion you'll have these interpersonal conflicts. So I was wondering if, I guess we can segue from Animal Crossing being community and the importance of voting, or if Animal Crossing made you vote, because you don't actually have to vote on anything. You just kind of live there. There's money, but one guy controls all the money, which is a little too much like real life, I guess. But, let's say if we lived in an Animal Crossing world, how can we get our communities, especially our younger voters, because so many people, go into video games, are younger. How can we empower them to get out and vote, especially if they're in Georgia and right now think their vote doesn't matter?
So I begin by always telling the truth. Voting is not magic. We are not going to solve all of these problems that we have, all of these challenges, these interpersonal conflicts, these inter-party conflicts. We're not going to solve poverty and healthcare and jobs and climate change. We're not going to solve all of these with one vote or even 10 votes. But it's a process. It's much like building your island. We've got to remember that every action gets us closer to where we need to be. And when you're playing any game, it's about leveling up. Voting helps us level up. And when people refuse to play, when young people decide that it doesn't matter, they're essentially giving their opponents the ability to keep leveling up while they languish and they're still standing there with that tent wondering what's going on. I believe in voting because I know it doesn't solve every problem, but I know if I don't play, if I don't participate, then I'm never going to get what I need, because the other guys, the ones who are taking everything or the ones who have needs that are different than my own, they get their needs satisfied because they do show up. I've been voting since I was 18, and I've been involved in voting rights since I was 17 because I saw the disconnect. And for me, for young voters, it's about recognizing that you have extraordinary power. But it's like any superhero at the start of the movie. They don't know what the power is. They don't necessarily know how to use it. And so part of the job is to kind of keep bringing you along so you start to understand just how much you can change. And if you don't think it's true, just look at what happened in November. Young people across this country voted at record numbers, and it changed things. And that's something I want young people to hold on to. The reason elderly people vote at such high rates is because they've learned over time voting matters.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody touches Social Security. If young people voted with the same, and again, it's not chastising, it's just acknowledging. Yeah. The math is on your side. There are more Gen Y and Gen Z than there are anybody else. So when Gen Y and Gen Z come together, the problems that we have get solved, especially when they're the ones running for office too, because it's easier to solve a problem if you understand it, and it's easier to get someone to solve your problem when they know what your experiences are.
Oh, absolutely. And, while you're talking and, I'm catching some cool things in the chat. What I was thinking about too is that, to use the analogy of games, what I do professionally is advocate for diversity in games, both video games, tabletop, and, even my little person that I'm now sitting by the fire because there's snow everywhere and it's cold. When the game released, we didn't have Afro puffs. We didn't have nice looking braids, but people advocated for that and they got it. And I'm thinking about in terms of voting, I lived through Reaganomics. I lived through all this other stuff. And I was wondering if you could speak, because I'm so excited that it's just like us two Black women having this conversation. And what does this mean for you as a Black woman, for Georgia and for, the coming changes we are going to get to see in a couple of weeks? Why is this so important for you as a Black woman?
I grew up in Mississippi. I was born in Wisconsin, but my family's from Mississippi. My parents are from Mississippi. So we moved back there when I was 3. I grew up in communities where things didn't look like me. I was never included. I remember the first time I saw a Black person in a commercial as the major, character, or the first time I read a novel that wasn't about Black poverty. Having opportunities to see yourself represented changes how you see yourself in your place. Mm-hmm. What I'm so excited about is that we have seen Black women in particular, but women of color writ large, work to organize their spaces, work to organize their communities, particularly before they had resources, before anyone else was paying attention. And to go from that to what we have seen transpire in Congress, in mayors, and of course, in a vice president who is African American and who is Asian American, it's a transformative thing to see yourself not only represented, but to see yourself represented in not just a positive light, but in a powerful light. I want us to vote because I want us to keep repeating that. I want us to keep seeing our power. Mm-hmm. And the more we see our power, the more we use our power, the better things get.
Oh, absolutely. And I know time is flying by, and I know that we're unfortunately getting close to our end of our time together. But before we go, and before I kind of go see what's in the shop and try to come up with a good allegory to shopping and voting, other than what you've already said about young folks and voting, is there anything specific to tomorrow and why people need to be up? Polls open at 7 a.m. tomorrow in Georgia, and be there if they have not already cast their vote for some reason, because it's not just harping on young people. We're not doing that because, a lot of people will go, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's not one vote here, one vote there. And that's not true. And we've established that. But is there a specific message for young folks in Georgia to get up and mobilize tomorrow?
So I'm going to give you 3 numbers. 5 million. That's how many people voted in November. Mm-hmm. 4 counts. Those are 2 recounts and the 2 audits to determine the outcome. Mm-hmm. And then 11,779 out of 5 million people, 11,779 people actually decided the outcome of this election. Mm-hmm. Young people could have been that entire community. We don't know exactly who those 11,779 are, but we know they're out there. Already, 112,000 people who didn't vote in November, but watched people refuse to give them $2,000 because they said that might stop people from wanting to work. Like $2,000 is going to stop somebody from getting a job that pays them a living wage. But the reality is, we don't want to lose this election and lose this opportunity by a handful of votes.
Mm-hmm.
You could be the vote that makes the difference. You could be the person who decides if the rest of the country gets access to the resources they need to survive the winter on their island, if they have access to the food they need, if they have access to housing, because there are 161,000 evictions pending in Georgia. The only thing stopping them is the federal government. The minute
Mm-hmm.
they blink and change their minds, it's game over. And people are losing their jobs. They're going to lose their housing. They won't have their food. And it's happening everywhere. It only takes a few people to change the world. And in an election, you could be that person. In fact, I would assume I'm that person. I want to be 11,779. I want to be in that number, because if you're in that number, you're the one changing the world and making the world better. You're the one building that island and building that shop so you can go and start picking up new things.
Yeah, and it's so gratifying to see when people are civically engaged. And not just, again, not just young people, but a lot of people. I mean, I don't know about you, but I had to have those unfortunate conversations with people about why voting mattered. There's still people, even in my age group, late 40s, that they still like, oh, it's rigged, it doesn't make a difference. And I'm like, but it does make a difference when you see that where it's hundreds or maybe 11,779 votes in a state of millions of people. That's a really small margin when you think about it.
That's the difference between the future that we want and the future we end up with. I prefer to decide what I get.
Right. I would rather, wake up and know that people care about things. And I think that's where a lot of this may be a little bit of a downer note, but I feel it's where a lot of the apathy comes from in terms of voting, that people are so convinced their vote doesn't matter at all.
Well, I don't think it's apathy. I think
Okay.
it's despair. I think people are so tired and they're so used to disappointment. It's not that they don't care, it's they're afraid to care. And it's easier to say that it doesn't work than it is to say it may not work this time. And so there are some people who are apathetic. There are people who really don't care. But I think for a lot of people, they don't know how to make it work, or they're just tired of hoping.
Yeah.
And my belief is, hope hurts, but sometimes it works. Sometimes things get better, but they never get better if we don't try.
Yeah. And in our remaining time, I want to, because I don't want to ignore this at all, because we're playing cutesy game, we are having a serious conversation, is looking at, the racial inequality, especially when it comes to voting. My grandmother, I think she didn't vote for a long time because she was of an age where they could keep black people from voting just because you couldn't sign your name. And we can't ignore the fact Black Lives Matter, all the people that were murdered in the last few years, especially in places where such murders were committed. So I think that's another facet of why it's so important to get out tomorrow and go vote in Georgia. So
I'll just echo that by saying, in Georgia, where Ahmaud Arbery was murdered and was left without justice for 74 days,
mm-hmm.
voters in that community got rid of the district attorney who let his body just be an emblem of disinterest. We have seen change happen. And if we want that to continue, if we want to hold people accountable, voting is how we get started, because we need access to healthcare, we need access to jobs, but by God, we need justice. Mm-hmm. And cannot have justice by hiding. We get justice when we demand it, when we show up for it. And the place where it begins, it starts in the streets, but it gets its real power at the ballot box. And then it's time to make sure the people we elect do their jobs. And if they don't, they need to know we're going to come back and fire them and try again.
Oh, absolutely. Because, it's for the people and by the people, not based on who you like best and who has the most money.
Exactly.
Usually.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but we also live in reality.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, except for when we're playing D&D or watching Star Trek.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, unfortunately, we're down to our last couple of minutes. Stacey, is there anything you want to go out on, or anybody particular we should thank? Because we did get started a couple minutes late and we had audio issues, so I did not get a chance to thank the folks who made this possible. But I'd like you to go first.
I want to thank you, Tanya. I want to thank Persis for keeping up. And I want to thank everyone listening. This is not the sexiest conversation to have, but it's one I try to have every single day because I'm the great great granddaughter of slaves.
Mm-hmm.
I am the great granddaughter of sharecroppers. I'm the granddaughter of cooks and domestic workers. And I'm the daughter of two people who made less money, not because they weren't good at their jobs, but because it was legal to discriminate based on race and gender. And I got to be the first Black woman in American history to stand for governor for a major party. I vote because I see the progress and because I am the legacy that was born by my family. And I'm the promise of what they worked for. And that sometimes sounds hokey, but when you sit there and you think about what is possible and you remember how hard it has been, I can't think of anything I'd rather do tonight than have this conversation with you and talk to the people who are not just playing these games, but who are preparing the world for what comes next. And I hope they put their voices out there in Georgia and they cast their votes tomorrow between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. and they visit peachvote.com.
Yes, and thank you, and thank you, Persis. You've been amazing. And everyone who's watching, please don't leave. Stream's not over. We're just gonna do a quick BRB so we can all get water because we've been talking about 40 minutes straight. But hang out. We're gonna keep talking about this. Just because Stacey has to leave and Persis has to leave doesn't mean that this topic is gonna go away. You all know that I spent my partner anniversary talking about why it was so important to go vote the next day in the presidential election. So this is not a channel where we're gonna be like, okay, Stacey's gone. We're just gonna go back to fun and games. We're gonna keep talking about it, and maybe some friends can join us on Voice. So hang out. It'll be like 2 to 5 minutes, but stay there. Tell your friends, and we'll be right back.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Thank you so much, Stacey, for joining me. I really appreciate it.
My honor.
Hey y'all, I'll be back in a minute. You are gonna get some weirdness with the with me trying to rearrange the overlay, but yes, stay here, don't go anywhere. We are gonna go back. So you're gonna see something that's all jacked up. So let me just move the Zoom meetings. Because you're getting basically the corner of me that is not there. So how's everyone doing? How was the conversation? Oop, that was not the one I wanted to move. So yeah, how was all of that? I need to unlock this so I can move it. All right, so how's everyone doing? And now that we are not in all this time, and if a mod could do a marker so I can go back and highlight this once we're done. So you're gonna get a little weird moment of me trying to fix my Zoom window, because otherwise I gotta reconfigure this to get me in the right spot. Thank you, Warren. If you could send me the link for that portion, that'd be great. Because they wanted it to, use that bit of video. Actually, it's just easier to change the frame. I don't know why I have this on. It's not like you don't know who I am. Let me turn that off. So hi, everyone. How are you? Oh, good. Okay, now let me move this. Hopefully you don't get too much of this extra Zoom. Hi. How is everyone doing? I know it's a little janky, but it's on the fly too, so you get what you get. Also, how everyone's hanging out. So yeah, let's do some Animal Crossing. And if there are friends in the chat that we know are friends, oh, thank you so much for the links, Mandy. Can you send them all to me in one spot? That'd be great. So this is weird because I either look at the TV or you get my side view as I look at the TV. So either look at the screen or I look at the TV. What's better? Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it went well. We only had a half hour to chat and we were a little late. I just feel weird. So yeah, let's go in the store. Does anybody want to come visit the island? Hey, Fairy Rain. Yeah, and if there's tweets or anything, mods, can you grab them and throw them in the chat? Oh, I'm glad I didn't look at this first. Yeah, I didn't need that. Thanks, game. Not at all, Crafting Muse, at all. Oh, thanks, Tango. So question. Oh, no. No, Lightning Cloud. Welcome back to the Lurk. So, friends who already have on here. Hey, Carlini. Yes, so if you are a friend who I already have on my friends list and want to come by the island, it'd be great. And sorry, I did not get a chance to acknowledge chat too much during the talk with Stacey. But yeah, we had a great time. I'm very glad. Yes, that'd be great. So what I'm gonna do is, oh god, I don't have this set up here. So what I'm gonna do is add a source to cover getting a code. I don't want to just open the island to everybody. Hey, RoboGoblin. And thank you all. Big shout out to the mods. And now that we don't have Stacey, we can put follower only mode to 10 minutes. So if you followed during that conversation and you can act right, you are now free to chat. So I'm gonna do a code, and I'm gonna put it in the, oh god, where's the best way to put it? So I'm gonna say, because I haven't had visitors to the island in so long. So if we're already Switch friends, I'm not gonna add anybody on stream. I gotta find something to put over this. Oh no, you shouldn't have shame at all. Hey, Josephine, how are you? And thank you all for the raids and the hype train. I saw it, but couldn't really acknowledge it. I'm so sorry. There were also no alerts on that scene, so I apologize. Media file. Welcome, Raiders. How are you? What I need, nope, that is the wrong thing. I need something to put over this so I don't show the code. Let me find some kind of image. This will do. You shall not pass. Yeah, and it just would have been distracting. Hopefully my Nintendo Online's not broken. So I just realized my debit card changed. Yes, that is art that Rabbitcoon did for me ages ago, and I was using it for an icon a while ago. So yeah. So let's make sure you can't see the dodo code. I'm gonna say only my friends. Okay, so if we're already friends, thank you. That is okay. Be safe out there. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Raiders. You showed up just. Oh, and there's Rabbitcoon. Hi. You showed up just as we finished our discussion with Stacey Abrams. Thank you. There will be a highlight and a vid put out later, and I will do some tweets tomorrow encouraging people to go vote and using that video, as well as us sending it to Stacey's office. So, hey, Rabbitcoon. So, who wants to come visit that I already have as a Switch friend? Thank you so much. Mandy, if you could tweet those out and tag me and Stacey Abrams in Fair Fight, that would be amazing. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Yes. All right, I'm going to whisper you the code, Graham, and hey, 7-. And Twisted, you said you're in? Wow, chat is moving so fast. I mean, that's fine, CB. Do I have you on Switch? All right, and I've got it written down so I can also hide that. But yes, this art is Rabbitcoon. Sure. Hold on, I'll send you a Twitch whisper. Is Kelly around? Do you want to come visit, Kelly? Okay, code incoming. So if you want to visit, I will send you the code. Okay. Hey, Bard and Barbarian. Hey, Ellie. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you everyone for sticking around. Yes. Okay, hold on. Sharif, code incoming. It can be a party and we can talk about stuff. And if you want to join on voice, let me know. And as long as you're in the new Discord, you are more than happy. You're more than welcome to join in. Sharif, although it's telling you that. Christina, do I have you already as a Switch friend? CB, yes, no. KB, did I send? Okay, so KB, Sharif, Graham, and Twisted all have a code. Who else? Christina, do I have you as a Switch friend? Because I don't have you. I don't have you as a Twitch friend, so I don't know when. Unless I'm just not I've added you as a Twitch friend too. But yes, I want to keep talking about this because it's super. Oh, that's right. She does have D&D, and I forgot. Bard and Barbarian, we will send you everything if you ask. But yeah, come by. We'll have a nighttime dance party on the island and keep talking about this. And Ellie, thank you. All right. DJ Tyrant. I don't have an open Discord right now. So let me get on voice. Oh, y'all message me. And sorry about the audio at the start. So Zoom did the thing, or Windows did the thing where I have one headset going and it literally disseminated between voice and game. I don't know why. Confetti, do you play this? Hey, Pikachulian, how are you? Hey, Alex, how are you? Okay, Confetti, you may be the exception to the rule of me sending you my code right now. I think 6 and 8 or 9 can visit. Good. A little bit. Apparently, I was green to Stacey for a minute. So, hey, Frisk, how are you? Yes. The part with Stacey Abrams is over. It was a short talk, but it went well. Hey, Frisk, how are you? I see you with that wrench. But Confetti, do you want to come through? Oh, I have a thingamabob trying to hang out. I will be in Hangout space in Discord if it acts right, because it kicked me out yesterday. And this is the personal Discord. Hi, Sharif. I dragged you down here.
Yo.
Sorry. Stream room I haven't set up yet properly, but hopefully I can hear you.
Yeah, it's all good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now that I've dragged you to the right place. Chat, can you hear people? They said you sound a bit low.
Oh, it's probably because I'm like super far away. I'm not sitting and eating my mic like I normally am.
No, they said
Eat your
Sharif
mic.
They said Sharif was low, not you.
Swallow
Oh,
your
okay.
mic.
I just assumed shit was about me.
Ma'am.
Just like a Twisted. Just like a
You know what? You can get out my mentions with this shit.
All right, also let me peep Discord because I could not look at the chat.
We were honestly just joking around in the mod chat. I mean,
Oh, that's
we were
fine.
hyping you up and then joking around.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
it
we was covering
it was a great
stuff,
talk.
making sure
Great talk.
things was copacetic.
Mm-hmm. Letting people realize that you will get bliggity blocked if
Oh
you
my
try
God.
it.
That
Yo,
gift earlier was really funny.
Can we talk about CB in this gift though, y'all?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No.
Hold on. Who was it that said that they were not gonna allow me to sit there and not act right and not
Oop.
talking about myself. Who was that on
Daz
the
Biff.
It's so
Oh.
weird. I have all this water.
Negro? Stacey's not here. I ain't gotta act right no more. Negro.
And she might be still watching. You don't know.
I know.
You know?
Look, I don't know if
I'm
Stacey
glad
even
you're
has a
working.
Twitch account. No, she was back to back. Like that's why we started a couple minutes late. So
Yeah, she busy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's pretty busy.
But can we
Yeah.
talk about how quick Stacey segued off of Dungeons and
Oh my
Dragons
God.
and Animal Crossing? It's like, so you talking
Oh.
about gaming in the background? Hello?
A wordsmith. A-
she's a
true.
big nerd. She's a big nerd, and I love it.
Mm.
And I was 200% serious about like, oh, let me run you a game though.
Look, the shot
Be
was shot.
surprised.
We synced it.
Right?
I
We
saw
saw
you.
And look,
I'm
I
just gonna wait
wasn't.
for everybody on the bench.
Look, I wasn't lying. Where
I mean, you did what you were supposed to do.
Mhm.
a gift? Who brought me a gift? Thank you, Graham. I think that's you. A present.
Aw. Gary Witter in the house.
Hello.
How do you feel after all of that?
Fine. Oh, it's a snow person head hat. Interesting. Oh, let me close that so people can arrive. I'm just looking at things. Like, ain't nobody trying to visit. Who else trying to visit though?
That's why I sat on the bench. I'm waiting for people to show up so that either my battery's gonna die or everyone gonna get here and I'm gonna look and be like, well, and dinner's done. So I guess I'm leaving.
Hey Gary,
It
how are
always
you?
happens like that. Every
Hey,
time.
way too late. Yeah, and it's just like, I had, no surprise, I had talking points. And trying to hit them while running around an island being cute was harder than I thought it would be.
I mean, that's how it is. I don't think people realize, I mean, they might, but like when you are like a host or a moderator or something, not moderators in Twitch, but like a moderator of a conversation, no matter how easily you can just come up with topics, it's still nice and very helpful to have talking points.
Oh, absolutely. After running a podcast, having like an agenda, yeah. If you don't, it is. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I should probably update the title so people don't think Stacey's still here. And also let me turn on subtitles now that we don't have an ASL interpreter.
Yeah, that was dope, by the way.
I would say the ASL interpreter
Oh, it was
A+.
on it. Was on
Right?
it. Where
Yeah.
Persis was her name?
Persis
Yeah.
Bristol. And she's a big nerd too, so we were geeking out while we were waiting for Stacey to show up.
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
Look, we love that accessibility.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like, no, we got you. We got an ASL. I was like, cool.
That was very nice.
What in the world? Oh, okay. No,
Love
I
seeing
can't.
him work.
Or can I do that? No, I can't do that.
No, you good. And Warren, thank you so much for getting that highlight. You're saving me some work later because I still gotta download it and put it on YouTube. But thank you. Hopefully things will yep, there we go. And they actually spelled her name right. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Pretty A+.
Thank you. And
Yeah, but the entire talk was really good.
Yes.
Extremely good.
I'm glad because I was nervous as fuck.
It showed only ever so slightly in the beginning. I was like, oh no, she's nervous. But then once y'all were up and moving, it was absolutely top tier. And it was really, really good and well like handled, good topics touched.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know y'all got those commands still, right? If you in Georgia, go vote.
Period.
Oh yeah, those commands are staying until the end of the day tomorrow. No, I was more nervous when I saw that there was a audio issue because it shouldn't have been an audio issue. That was Windows being Windows.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Because the A50s differentiate between voice and game, which I didn't realize. I had to switch it to voice for people to hear her, which makes no sense.
Magic and sunshine.
Thanks,
I mean, you
Gary.
took care of it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that was the issue, but I was like, let me try this first. Look, because right before we went live, Stacey was like, why are you green? And I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
I'm
Well,
so over that. I'm so over
What
it.
is that
It's
bug?
a Zoom. It's a
I
Zoom
don't
issue.
know.
Because I'm like, is it like my camera is a filter broke? Oh no, why are you crying? Who's crying?
I was about to say, why do we Here's what's happening here.
Right, like why y'all crying,
I want my tears to freeze. Cold out.
Oh my gosh.
sir? I am not sure how much room we have left. Is there anyone in the
Wait,
audience?
are y'all full up?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Where's my code? Where's the code at, Tanya?
She should have sent it to you through a whisper. If you don't have it, I can send it to you.
Oh yeah, my whispers are turned off because of racist.
Yes.
Fair
And
enough.
also,
Listen.
I shouldn't laugh, but just the way you said
also confetti. If I
Turned off
don't
for years.
look, if I don't have you on, because I'm not showing my whole code on the thing. Oh, I know where
I just sent it to her on Discord.
my friend code or the room code.
Getting into the island.
Right, but it's friends only, so I gotta.
Oh, no. Okay, well, you gotta wait a step. Don't read my message yet.
No, but I know exactly where my code is because I had to send it to Aquila. Because Aquila, we were supposed to do a charity stream on Saturday, but that didn't work out because Twitch was being twitchy.
Ooh, I love this.
That's right.
Ooh, you better give me Sabrina.
Oh my god, why? Okay, this is a Twitter DM. Why is it like this? Here we go.
You are talking about the bird app.
No, like the
bird.
the Twitter DM scrolled up as I was trying to copy my friend code for confetti. There
Oh,
you
I
go.
hate when it does that. Oh,
Oh, okay.
it's like I'd be in the middle of looking at something, and it's like, no, you're not. Back to the top, and it's like I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, but there you go, confetti. You should have my friend code. Let me know when you send the request. And yeah, let's party on the beach while we talk about politics.
Yeah.
And I know, and you know, I don't know if Stacey's lurking or anyone from her off still lurking, but I'm really glad that we got to have that conversation as two Black women
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
because I think that would have been far more effective than running around. Yes, you do, Dr. B. How are you? Then I think it was far more effective than running around in a very loud game where you basically go stab each other in the back, literally. Like, yeah, let's do a murder. Let's do a murder while we talking about the runoff, the super important runoff in Georgia. That works.
That
Yo.
would be a choice.
Hey, Steven.
I did not consider that perspective, but yes, that is, yeah.
Oh, thank you for the gifts. And thank you all so much for all the subs and bits. I'm just
I was gonna say,
like,
Logitech stopped him.
oh, they
Yeah, I
did?
saw that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Logitech came through.
Oh, I'm
They
afraid to
came
go
through
look.
the Logitech thing.
Oh God, let
Like
me
that.
go look. I'm like, cause I had a DM on Discord, but I was real confused. Like, huh? What? What's happening?
And thank you, Smith.
I'll see, Dosmith. I am not giving out my
Dosmith
friend
is
code to
the
people
man.
I don't know. These are only people I already know.
Okay,
Is
copy
there
and
a
paste this
digit
one more
missing?
time, just in case
What's-
people need to see it.
what's
I will
the,
make it. I will make it
There
a
shouldn't
command.
be. There. If you do exclamation I will vote or exclamation peach vote,
Peach vote.
it will give you links to go vote, or if you live in Georgia, where to go vote tomorrow. Also, let me double check my friend code. Actually, can
Yeah.
one of you, Vanessa, can you look and double check? Because
Yeah, it
I
says
got you.
12
Oh,
and I
there-
have 11.
there's a vote.
I'm on it.
There is a number missing. Sorry.
It's
This is
okay.
what I mean when it scrolled up when I was trying to copy the number. The first number is a 5.
Okay.
The rest of it is correct. It just scrolled away when I was trying to copy a number. The store's still open, by the way. It's only 7:15 on my island, so if anybody wants to go shopping,
Having fast
Ooh, let me
time.
actually.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if I can find your code while I'm on here.
do I know this one? I got it. I found the right one.
Okay.
All set.
Got it. So I can accept it without showing your code. That's why I say I'm not going to show my code. Because if I show it, then everybody's going to be trying to add me. And I'm like, no.
I don't. Okay, this is not the time. We're talking about politics and elections and voting and shit.
I know where
What?
you're going there, CV. I know where you're going.
Say
I
it.
can't.
Say
no,
it.
hold on. We just. Why do people, the first time they come into a chat that they've never been in, the first thing they do is ask, "Can they join you in the game?" How about
Oh
you
my
say
God.
hi and enjoy the presence versus trying to get
Yeah.
in on it?
Yeah.
They don't
That
even get a
happens
whole
so
hello
much within my
out.
daylight,
yeah.
and I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't even play Survivor. What are you talking about?
Oh, that
I just
happens all
want
the
people to-
time.
I just want people to know that these coats in here that say down ski jacket, aka bomber coats, are super fucking cute. And I'm gonna buy all of them.
So what we want to dance to? Oh,
snap.
bubblegum. Oh, that's
Shoot
too.
me that dodo code so I can come through.
Oh, I thought you had it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's so good.
Can somebody,
I still need to cosplay as KK.
Hold on. I'm
The
trying
only
to
reason
find
I don't want
something.
to is because he got too many K's in his name.
Oh. it's two, not three.
Look, but that's too many. That's too many.
Yo,
You just
damn it.
Wow.
better look cranky.
Wow.
I'm saying hi to you. You look angry. Is the dance party gonna be in your plaza? Do I need to come back over there?
Yeah, I mean, but you can go chill. Dimples is gonna come through, so let me slide him a DM right quick. Are you in the Twitch chat, Dimples?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have to scroll back to find you. Like, where is
Yeah,
everybody?
I'm coming through.
I'm right there.
Like I said,
I'm in the plaza. That's why I came over.
There we go. Yeah, but we just chilling. But yeah, but I don't wanna be like, oh, Stacey's gone. We just ain't gonna talk about this no more.
Right, stream ended 30 minutes in.
And look, I put on makeup and everything and a new shirt. We talking about this shit.
I'm on a new shirt.
Right, like I actually unwrapped some of the many sweaters I bought pre-COVID, thinking we'd actually go somewhere by winter. Fool that I am.
Oh, I like that idea, Daspiff. Or Daspiff. I'm saying your name all wrong. I'm a terrible person.
Oh.
Quick, get out of here. You're not part of the cast. Shoot.
He's just trying to live his little buggy life. Let that little bug man be. Him and his creepy obsession with insects. Let him be. But yeah, we could.
I see y'all partying.
Right, like he just wandered around. He's in the shot.
There we go.
Should I look at my mentions now?
Oh, that's a tomorrow thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I will wait. I will definitely wait.
With your wine.
I see y'all just cutting up.
Just that's a tomorrow demo.
There we go.
Are you looking at them anyway?
No, I'm looking at Discord, and I was just like, I see you, CB, but you ain't wrong. But you ain't wrong. No, just something you note, something you perceived.
Excuse my island name.
Yep.
Wait, is it the same notes, CB? Is it the same notes? Or these different notes? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, the same.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
And also, fair fight, if you can tag them. And thank you for the 1,000 biddies, Jodry.
Let's go.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
Oh my god, your island name though.
Anyway.
Yes.
I cannot. But you know what? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you though. Let me also make sure this is not unmuted.
Oh no, ma'am.
I think Mandy's about to send out 9 clips.
That's fine.
Come on.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I can keep up. I tried to look at the dashboard. I gave up. Also, why is this?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm just laughing because according to the dashboard, I'm not online, but here we are.
Twitch has been going through it TM for the last like 3 days.
Yeah,
Truly.
it's been messy.
Yeah, I didn't see you when you went live at first, and I like looked at the clock and I was like, oh shit, yeah, it's time.
Hey, you ready to give subs?
Thanks for the gift subs. There are no alerts on this. I'm still using the scene that I had for Stacey. Thank you, Malfunk. That's so kind of you.
Honestly, if you had alerts on, I think they'll still be going from before.
Oh no, I knew that.
It was
I knew the minute we knew this was happening. Oh shit! Here we go.
Is this hype train number 2 happening?
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what my cooldown is though. Hey JP. But yeah. I peeped that observation and you ain't wrong.
Yep.
Somebody
I
was
gotta
sending
follow
you.
up that too because
I
I think
can't join yet.
and I'm probably gonna wind up disappearing. But I did want to hang out for a little bit. But yeah, I want to give you a follow up on that when I get back.
But yeah, once everyone's here, we should we'll take Dazbo's suggestion. Oh my god,
It's okay.
you still got that little leaf in your hair in your mouth.
Yeah, I do. That's the swagger. That's what I do. I do the leaf thing. Because I tried a rose and that didn't look right, so I just put the leaf back in.
Oh, I see what Logitech did with those 50 subs. I finally
Yeah.
noticed it. Damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Logitech.
Look, I ain't mad at it. I got bills to pay come January.
No. That reminds me of when Cash App came through.
You got
What-
blocked on a thank you sub. What?
What do you mean, Londell? It probably depended on if you try to use like any emotes that are blocked here. I don't see anything in the bot.
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't see anything in the mod chat either.
Yeah, and most of us are in my chat right now, so
Hi, Mithril.
America, explain.
There we
Thank
go.
you. Oh, I have no idea what's happening. The bot could just also be like, y'all done broke it. Y'all done broke
I
me.
was doing too
Stop."
much. Everything is happening. Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, it could be Twitch. But yes.
Yeah, nothing happened on any of our ends, so that's definitely a Twitch thing.
Yeah, let's not forget that Twitch basically like just laid down on the floor like that GIF 3 times this week and said no more.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm not coming to your
Okay.
island.
I'm sorry.
Oh, is that more than one ask?
That's the third ask. That was number 3. After we just had a whole explanation of stop asking people to join when it just said no one else is joining.
Literally just talked about that. Wasn't
Right.
even but a couple minutes ago.
Right. That wasn't
also-
even 10 minutes ago.
And also, I'm not gonna abandon everybody that just came to my island to visit yours.
What?
Well, on the plus side
no.
of things, the account's only 20 minutes old, so we're probably talking to a bot of some sort. They'll be back here in a little bit with an angry account. You think you can just ban me? Yes, and I'll do it again.
God.
Surely
With
did.
enthusiasm. Oh no.
Yeah, that's always funny to me when they come back with that other account and then they try to like discuss it and then you just ban that one too. Like, what do you think was gonna happen?
Right.
You think I just suddenly
Yep.
got patience for you
Ooh,
today
Tanya.
after you just got banned?
Yes.
I just got the call. I'm gonna be heading out of here.
Oh no.
It's
let's
okay.
Let's get a group picture before you leave,
Okay.
or leave the
Everyone
Switch
to the
plugged
plaza.
in. Everybody
Oh my
to the
God.
plaza.
I gotta go come over there because I'm shopping.
5 seconds away.
Okay, I love the fact you're doing yoga. Sorry, Mithril. To avoid, is this everybody? Flick, get out of the damn way.
Thank you for that raid as well, Trinity.
Thank you, Trinity. Flick,
Hey,
nobody called you.
Get
Bye.
out of here.
He has. This is like the 5th time he has come over to you. Like, what's up? Like, let me get them digits. It's like, no, go
No,
away.
he over there talking about. Let me get them bugs right quick though.
Look, he like showed up in. Fine, he gonna be in the picture, I guess.
He in the picture. He knew.
He's definitely in the.
Is this everybody? All 8 of us or 7 of us? No. Flick, get out of the way. Jesus, Flick.
There you go.
Oh my god, Flick is determined to be in this damn photo.
Oh, this-
How y'all gonna exclude
Flick,
me?
get me in the
I
picture,
don't
it's
appreciate it.
you are not gonna hit him with the. Oh my god.
Why? Wow. Did you try to tell him to leave? Is that how this works?
So we gotta get the
Nice.
axe. Axe.
I could not. I could not.
You gotta take it quick. You gotta take it quick while he's gone.
Oh my gosh, your reaction that you did, Tanya, is super cute.
It's called There You Go. It's part of the new one. So whenever you go back to the thingy, animal violence. Animal violence.
Okay.
I just had a little
All right.
chat.
We'll take a few more photos.
All
Who
right.
on the back behind me with these big eyes?
Me.
Who is doing selfies? Hello?
See, if you
Yo, I
if
want
you-
it. I want that.
see if you've
That's
been
not
playing the
selfish.
game more often, you would have had that thing.
No, I
Listen.
got him. I just haven't said any.
Oh
All
my
right.
god. Are you what
I'll
are
be
you
back.
what are you are you is it gonna be a long I'll be back or you just gotta go eat and come back?
I gotta go eat and then I'll be back.
Okay, we should be
And
here.
I'll
The str-
come back home.
Yes. Dr. B, do you want to come join us if Twist is
This is
leaving?
Twisted. You know,
No.
I'm
No, I'm tired. I almost called you Malevant and I don't know why. I shouldn't even
Oh,
got a
you-
Switch, let alone this game.
oh no.
Your island is probably devolved into the Hunger Games.
Listen, I walked to my island and I saw bugs in my house and I was just like, I'm just leaving.
Wow, it's been
I
that
ain't even
long.
looking. It's been a
It's
minute.
been that long since you you know how long you gotta not play to have bugs in your house?
It's
I'm gonna
been
have some
like
bugs
a
in my
month.
house. for
It's
damn
been over
sure.
a month.
All right.
It's
But yeah.
been like 3-4 months for me at least.
Oh no. See, the minute they said that you could get like roaches in your Animal Crossing house, I'm like, y'all, we did not need this. We did not need this simulation of IRL. No, thank you.
Right?
I got enough of that.
That's
people,
okay.
people don't
in the
understand the
history of my
struggle.
life.
Yeah, people don't understand the struggle, and I'm not saying that other races and creeds don't deal with it, but a lot of Black families, definitely back in the day, like them roaches were your
for
best
sure.
friends.
Them was
Yeah.
like extra family members and cousins up in here.
Wow.
Yeah, at the cookout, like where my food at?
Look, they'll take over the grill if you ain't fast enough.
Facts.
Hi, Mithril. I apologize for having to wait an hour to talk, but we were trying to be very mindful of potential trolling and harassment. So sorry you had to take so long to talk. But if there's any other Georgians in here that have not all wandered off after Stacey left, Mithril Beata is a Georgian and excited about the election. But yes, let's talk about that now. Are any of you all from Georgia originally? Because I don't think no one here lives in Georgia currently, right?
Nope.
No.
I just got family in Georgia.
Nope.
Right.
No family.
But yes. Oh, Raven's Muse is from Georgia as well.
Nice.
And our friends from D4 are all Georgians. They're all in Georgia, yeah.
Yes, they are.
I'm not gonna lie, this election is stressing me the hell out.
Yeah.
it's the states, you know.
Well, and people just don't. They put so much emphasis on the presidential election, like that's the be all end all.
Yep,
It's not.
that's true.
But yeah, that's how it goes. Like that's what you hear about all the time. But like these Senate elections and even your local elections, they can make all the freaking difference in the world. Like the local council people here in Philly, they know me and my wife's names. We call the offices. They know we got
Right.
problems. Like, and that's how you have to be. Otherwise, the needle don't.
Yes, and for the Georgians in the chat, I just did Peach Vote. It will tell you where to go vote tomorrow if you have not yet cast your ballot by other means. But yes, we're chilling, hanging out, running around in Animal Crossing. I should go look and see. Are you just chilling with the green mums, just sitting there? Who was just sitting with the green mums? Okay, I just wanted to be sure. As long as you're comfy and having fun.
Voted early. Good. Vote
Oh,
early. Yes.
Yes. Oh, happy home account. Sharif, is that you with the balloon being like the down under?
No, I have like a fancy suit on, a mustache.
Okay. Who's this running around with a balloon? Is that you, Prince?
Yeah, that's me.
Now you know you're gonna trip and drop that balloon, right?
Listen, that's me in real life. So
I'm just saying, I didn't know that they
games
could.
imitate reality.
Yeah, I didn't
Just
know.
stay away from clowns.
Listen. I don't like clowns. No, I had an experience at circus when I was a kid, and I was like, nope, never again.
No, but in the
Put me
game,
on
once
back
it.
of elephant.
Oh no, it kicked me out of the meeting because I was idle. Welp, I guess I'm off. I guess I'm off. Video. Oh well. Well,
That's so weird. You were idle, but you were idle for.
it said the
You're still
meeting was.
talking.
I know. Well, I guess.
Weird.
I guess I'm done with the video. So it ended the meeting for me.
Okay, yeah. If you're mute too long in your own meeting, it
But I wasn't
boots you.
muted. I was
Time's out.
talking.
You weren't muted.
No.
Shit. That shouldn't have booted you then.
Well, I mean, we're here now. It's okay. But now I can go. I can eat while we talk, and nobody can look at me.
Bless.
Yes, it's just an empty box, but I'll show people my house. Oh, I have champagne or cider, since the game probably won't call it champagne. But Brian
Yeah,
sent me
cider.
one, and then one fell out of a balloon. So balloon cider is here.
Ooh.
Yeah, balloon cider was random, but okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that it would kick you out that way.
I wonder what balloon cider tastes like.
Probably plastic and despair.
Oh,
Yo. Damn.
helium with a hint of grapefruit.
Yeah. But yes, here's my room. With my little
Come on, Fog.
my queen. It's the cloud flooring. Graham sent me this vacuum. I need one IRL, even though I've got wood floors because I'm terrible. That light switch is way too high. I gotta fix it once people are not on the island. Like, I didn't realize how high it was. I'm like, I can't reach that. Why is it up there? Why did I do
I'd be
this?
able to reach that.
Yes, because you were like a foot taller than me.
I had a
IRL.
house that I lived in like that, where all the light switches were like 5 feet high. I'm like,
Why?
who did this and why?
Oh yeah, Thane, are you? I forget. Are you in Georgia or no? Like, you can just wave the cider around. That's all you can really do with it.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
even imbibe? Oh,
Right.
nah.
So here is the bathroom with the starry everything. I learned a new reaction. I got the like thinking reaction. All right, bye Dreamless. Have a good one. But yes, I love this. At first I wasn't sure about it, but the 3D effect actually works with the lights off.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
dig that a lot.
Oh, I didn't realize it was 3D until you moved. Holy hell. That was
Yeah.
cool.
And that one you can make if you get enough star fragments. And I know I can construct it now. I have to look because I've been hoarding star fragments and stuff. So. And now I don't have to worry about looking to the side. I can actually look at the TV. But here's my kitchen. All the ironwood.
Ooh, let's go.
Yes, and I can
That's
actually.
cool.
Yeah, I can actually make all the ironwood stuff. So if anybody's still playing and wants ironwood things, let me know. I can actually still make them. I finally
Nice.
I got the recipes before I was able to make everything. It's like, you can make an ironwood thing, but you don't, but it's in like 5 parts.
Well, you got steps.
Yes, I got a whole second floor. You got to get back to playing, CB.
I have
I'm like,
2 rooms.
Oh my God, we got to, okay. So I'm just going to
I'm in the
start.
same boat as you. I'm over here like, oh. I got the front room and the back room.
Exactly. That's all I got.
Right. Look, I've been playing. I played this pretty nonstop when it came out for reasons, but And then once you have friends that play it, they're like, "Oh, you need this? I got you." You come. They show up like when Kelly started
I
playing.
need those type of friends.
Look,
Man.
oh, now that we
Cash.
got each other, I'm gonna be at your island with like, here's some wood, here's some stone. What else you need, baby? I got you. Like the aunt that shows up and tells you put this $10 in your purse, and she means your bra. You know, we
then you
all
get
had that
like-
auntie.
Don't tell nobody you got that. Just
Yep.
slap to you on the. Yeah, didn't happen. I've been there.
Or it's like, slip that in your jean pocket. Don't tell nobody it's there in case you got to get a cab. And I'm like,
Get a cab.
I'm old enough. The $10 used to be cab fare.
Right, I'm like,
Right.
wait, it's like you said, you didn't say
Yo,
Uber, Lyft, you
I
said
was like-
cab.
You say cat.
Right. Not Lyft, cab fare. Yellow cab fare if she was being
Yellow
specific.
cab.
Yellow cab. Yo, man. Last time I took a cab, I was desperate at the airport.
Right? Oh,
Yeah. Last time I did that at PAX East, I was very desperate. It's freezing in Boston. I didn't realize how cold Boston
Yes.
got. And I was like,
Boston is
yo,
cold as
I
fuck.
cannot. I'm going to take this yellow cab.
there are bells in the there are bells for you in the outside. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, it got real quiet. I was like, did the stream crash? So everybody stopped talking for a minute, and I was like, because Chrome has frozen
My
on
burger?
me. Okay, you're fine, but Chrome froze. Like I can't click anywhere, so I'm like, did the stream go down? Did my computer just say no? We're done.
We
Chrome?
were all just thinking about yellow cabs.
Honestly, yeah.
That took me back a little bit. I was, it's like, damn.
Wow, but there are bells for you waiting by the DJ stand, CB from Christina.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get my Switch. Let me actually log in. Oh,
Wait,
my
you're
bad.
not. I thought you were here. Oh my
No,
god!
I have not been. Oh my god.
No, look, there's bells by the DJ table. Wow. Only somebody was here. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, you're just like, thanks. Look, just don't shake it in my money trees. I already had to like gaffle somebody for that.
No.
Oink.
Okay, let me see what's running in the background because everything's frozen. Hold on, something is still running. Yeah, something froze. Like Chrome is frozen. I can't click on anything. I'm trying to see what's running. Well, XSplit is taking a lot of GPU, but that's fine because we're streaming a game. But something is okay. That whatever that is can stop. Oh, God can stop in the background. Dropbox is showing an update.
LA used to work for Emerson, but the LA campus.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got to see like a lot of films being made. It was really cool.
All right.
I miss going to LA. Could somebody get CB the code? Because everything is frozen for me
Yeah.
right now. I'm trying to see what's still here. The good thing Brian's not here. He would run over me with an axe.
I'm super
He
scared.
totally would.
I don't want to have any bugs.
You're gonna have bugs.
No.
If it's been that long.
It's been that long, you're gonna have bugs.
Damn it.
Yeah, like the stream's fine, the
There you
game's
go.
fine, but this has happened once or twice before during a stream where, oh my god, how many fucking Chrome windows does it think is open? That's part of it. There's only
Something
one.
my computer has been doing, and I don't know if it's kind of the same as you. Literally, I thought it started with Chrome, and then I couldn't click anything. I had to literally sign out and sign back in
Okay,
just to
do
be able to
that.
touch stuff.
Yeah, same thing happened to me today, actually.
okay, it stopped. So something, I think it was GOG was running in the background because I was playing The Witcher earlier offline. And also seeing what was updated. Because I was thinking about maybe streaming earlier in the day, but then just things didn't work out. So.
I still love that game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to get to it. It's gonna happen. I'm determined. I just like
Okay.
Where did I get to it between the other games is the
Yeah.
question.
It's a long game. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even without the side quest.
Because
Oh, Witcher?
I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
dropped, like 100 hours into Cyberpunk, and I'm like, all right, do I want to jump into Dragon Age Inquisition and do another 100 hours into that, or do I want to do Witcher?
Oh, we can go sit by the fire. There's the campfire is running.
Ooh.
I have not opened this game in so long.
Yeah, it's
This place is barren.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to download an update or something.
I did.
Yeah, I had to update. I think the last time I was in was like Halloween.
Lord Pokey, thank you for using your Prime Gaming here. Sorry for no video because I did not know Zoom would kick me out because I guess being the only one on a call doesn't make a difference.
Mm.
Yeah, I have gotten the notification like we're gonna close your call.
Yeah,
I've
well,
never gotten that myself either.
and I got a pro account, so I'm really surprised.
I should be able to sit in my own
Right?
Zoom call if I want to. I pay for this.
Basically, I'm like, maybe I was having a meeting of one. You don't know. I know that with free accounts they extended.
Hair.
What?
Oh. No, I guess my person woke up. I was like, what is this
yeah.
white
If you
anime
have that on
hair?
in a minute, the hair, yeah, it fucked with me too. I was like, did I?
All right, bye, Shears. But while we're sitting here at the campfire, let's talk about why voting in general is important. Because I know at least, and this is something I've noticed among both a lot of either older Black voters or younger folks, where they're like I said, they feel like their vote doesn't count. It doesn't make a difference. I had someone argue with me when I was in college about why it didn't make a difference if she voted, because it's rigged and nobody gives a shit. And I've also had the old Black folks I know, they're like, well, I'm gonna die soon anyway, why should I vote, and it's rigged and everybody's corrupt, etc.
Yeah, I've gotten that from my own family members. That's a tough one to deal with.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
I think
yeah,
go ahead, Sharif. Yeah.
yeah, I think the thing is
somebody-
like, yes, things are corrupt, but that doesn't mean you don't vote. Like, it's not like mutually exclusive. You can't say, I'm only gonna vote when it's perfect. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, if you want to or not, you still live in the ramification
Mhm.
of the politics. So you can either choose to have a say or not. Like, my first election was like Bush versus Gore. I for sure was like, yeah,
Hey, Lauren.
this stuff matters.
Yeah, it absolutely matters. And I lived through Reaganomics and the whole welfare queen era, and had to deal with the people literally telling me it was easier to go have a kid and get public aid than actually trying to help me get a job or give me enough aid where I could combine that with a shitty part-time job and survive.
I'm trying to think. My first election, I think I voted for John Kerry. Yeah, that was my first time eligible to vote.
Oh man.
Ooh, my first election. I don't remember.
Wow.
My first election I was eligible to vote was Obama's second term.
First time voting for a Black president.
Yeah, that was big. Like,
Well, it was his second one, so it wasn't like his first one. That was
yeah.
I wasn't old enough.
Yeah, the only time I ever went to a inauguration was a person.
I'm listening. You're still low, Sharif, and I'm not sure what it is, but
Oh, I don't know. Can't boost anything else.
It's,
no,
I mean, I guess on the note of like feeling like your vote doesn't count, like the system is corrupt, like I can totally empathize with that, like entirely. I am very pessimistic when it comes to the systems in which we use for things, especially if you start looking to how we deal with the district, how we do districts, and how lines are drawn for where people are, or even if you think about like how we've dealt with the census this year and the stuff going beyond around that. But like on that same note, try to keep in mind that like the system itself, it's not gonna just go away. So we got to play within the rules that are laid out there, and if actively ignore or don't participate, like you lose any little bit of power of voice you have in it. And I think that people really need to keep that in mind. Like, if the system is corrupt now, and the only people that are continuing to power the system are corrupt people, it's only going to get worse. Like, you got to take a stand somewhere.
Yeah.
It's doing nothing, and to an extent, complaining isn't going to move anything. Killer Mike says a lot of weird things. I just think he's a very weird individual, but I like his one phrase where he says, bully the politicians at the voting booth, because it shouldn't come down to bullying. But like literally that's what it has to be. You have to hold people to a flame. Like kind of like in Tanya's situation, I had this similar experience with not interviewing. I had kind of like babysitting all day. Cory Booker, who honestly, you know when Captain America? Remember when Captain America said like, when Iron Man said, "I don't trust a guy who doesn't have a dark side." Like that's kind of the vibe I get from Cory, from Booker, 100%. And like
100%.
He's like, "I'm gonna run into a burning house. Why? Why are you doing that? They're fire trucks down the street, bro."
Right, stay in your lane.
It feels like nobody can be that pure. It just feels that way.
I didn't vote for him in the
Neither did I, but I'm just saying.
It's because I also work the polls, and like I understand people's apathy. I understand why people don't want to vote. I understand why it literally feels like you're pushing your cart up sideways. I think, like I said, the system that we have is the one that we have to work with right now until like, I don't know, V for Vendetta happens. I'm sorry, I'm a full-blown anarchist. So like, that's like the moment I'm waiting for, because I do think that there's a lot of problems with the current system that we have. And like, I hopefully, like, Stacey Abrams said, it might not happen, voting this election, or might not happen voting the next 10 times. Me personally, like, that's a system that has failed. Our system has failed us substantially. But I think in the meantime, it's okay to, try to do change, just to do something then rather than do nothing. Because at least you can say that you tried. It's better to try and fail than just not try at all. So, I mean, I know I took this year one step further with working the polls and dealing with a lot of idiots that decided to show up with their flags that I won't say on twitch.tv, but it's exactly what you think, even in Southern New Jersey. But I can understand. I like I said, I think it was said, like, I understand the apathy, but you have to do that. And also think of like people like John Lewis and people who literally have died for this right, for us to have it, and just to say like it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like that's literally spitting on their graves, and that's not okay. Regardless if you agreed with whomever wholeheartedly, if you didn't agree with their morals or whatever wholeheartedly, whatever, they still died for that. They still were in jail for that. They still marched for that. Don't spit on their graves for something that they literally fought for, to say it doesn't matter, because it literally means a lot of their lives. That's what it meant. So I find that utterly disrespectful too. When people are just like, nah. And there's, people who don't vote. Like, there's people in my family who are Jehovah's Witnesses who don't vote. So, that drives me up a wall, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day.
I'm with you. Same page.
I'm glad you said that, because I'm sure it's already been said, but I'm just going to reiterate it too. That's the sad part. There are some people who just refuse to vote, like, Jehovah's Witnesses and other people. But it really is like a level of, I don't want to say it's a mental problem or emotional problem, but like fear is a real thing. And when your actions haven't bore any fruit at all,
Yes.
it's like so hard to actually say, then why am I still doing this? Like, why am I even going to try when I know for a fact that the system where this is going to happen? Then, and that's why I agree when Tanya said the word apathy, because it kind of is apathy. Yes, despair is real, but apathy is very real. Like
And
that
it's like,
feeling
and
of
how-
just no.
And how do you bring somebody, how do you motivate somebody out of that apathy in order to change that motivation into action? And I think that's the part that a lot of people miss, because it's like you feel like you're fighting a losing battle. You know, I can be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and have the greatest motivational speeches known to mankind, but like, that's not going to make me go out and do something. It took getting somebody as dangerous as a Donald Trump out of there. First of all, people from New Jersey tried to tell y'all that he won it. We tried to tell y'all. Anyway, if there's any Trump supporters out there. Because we're bidding right now on who's going to detonate his casinos. That's still happening. And we love that. But how do you take it from, that level of apathy? Okay, I'm going to Dwayne Rock, the Rock you and give you the motivational speech. And how do we change that into action when there isn't a Donald Trump in the mix, when it is a Biden and people are more comfortable? Because I know Trey Melvin, and I know I said it, but like when he got elected, it's just like, okay, yeah, back to regular racism where you are just going to be more comfortable with what's going on. That's exactly what that meant to me. And he is just as dangerous as a Donald Trump. And I grew up with Donald Trump right down Dagwan Street all my life. So, that is a part I think people, especially the Democratic Party, really need to explore. And it's like, so are y'all worth fighting for? Y'all supposed to be fighting for us. Do more.
Maybe I'm being a hair optimistic on this, but it's optimistic in the most pessimistic way. I think we're going to get more people who use Donald Trump like politics, which should motivate the vast majority of people, because I think apathy is the big word here, and I think that means a lot. Where it falls for me is like how a lot of people got up and did things because Donald Trump said the quiet parts out loud. Honestly, that was the thing. It was like, oh, he's actively saying that he's a racist. He's actively saying that he's going to fuck us over. So now we do have to fight back. But when it was just like, that was all stuff that went on in the background. It wasn't directly at you in your face. It was like everybody could be comfortable with that. I don't think the GOP is going to shift back into letting people be comfortable with, like, they're going to run with racists and people who support QAnon and all kinds of things that like don't make any sense. So you're not going to be able to sit back on that comfortable just because Joe Biden is the president now. We can't sit back and be like, yo, those people still aren't going away. They're still getting elected in places. They still have power. They still have voices. So you have to do stuff.
Here's something that I'm somewhat optimistic on. And it sucks that it had to be like this, but I think we needed Obama and we needed Trump right after Obama.
I agree.
We needed to see that there's someone who looks like us and all this stuff who isn't perfect, because we all know Obama was far from perfect. We needed to see that. We needed to see what he could and didn't do. And then we needed to see the white majority go, see, he effed up. Let me give you somebody who we do care about, which was Trump. And we need to see that fail horribly. So now that, because at the end of the day, white men are always going to be the majority in the United States. It's always going to be that way. So someone as mediocre as Biden, even though he could be a lot better, having him after Trump and after Obama, hopefully that allows people to be, I don't want to use the word trusting, but just, I don't know. I'm hoping that, as you said, things are out in the open, and now the mediocre people can still do a little more. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's like, I just think we needed what we got to get to where we are now. And I'm hopeful that as stuff is now out in the open, we can start rectifying some of those things. Also, really quickly, this chat is not about me. This chat is about this is a Tanya stream. I am not free.
I think the thing is, me, I think like growing up in Atlantic City, like having a Trump in that much a powerful position, still, even though I understand your logic, that is, I mean, horrific. We peeped that from like, as soon as he said that I'm going to run for president, we're like, oh crap. My mom used to work for the man. She's like, he's going to win. Watch. And like literally every single thing that has happened, she has predicted, and it has become to be true because he is a creature of habit. He is a racist. I mean, all the things that we know about him to be, that's exactly what it is. And that's really scary. It just took that much. It took literally a white supremacist to be like, oh, well, maybe we should do something.
That's the thing. Like a lot of the people that were like, well, I don't really like, it's okay, you know, I'm an independent. I really kind of fall more fiscally conservative, but morally liberal. Those are the type of people who voted for Donald Trump. They were. They were the people who voted for Donald Trump. And it wasn't until like he started setting their entire idea of what democracy is on fire until they're like, oh shit, maybe we messed up. Not enough of them said maybe we messed up, mind you. Like, not enough of them did. And I feel very distrustful of a lot of people because of that. Because Donald Trump told us who he was the entire time. And I also feel very distrustful about how our democracy will continue to stand. I have so many questions or like so many worries about how fragile things are because of a few people in slightly different positions, and this would be entirely fucked. Like, imagine if the Secretary of State in Georgia was like, yep, you know what, Mr. Trump, I agree with you. Like, the whole election turns, and it's that simple. Like, as fucked as that is, it could be that simple. That makes me terrified a lot in part. So it is important for you to vote so we don't end up with situations where people like that are in power.
Or one person has the power to literally overturn something critical that all Americans need right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over there looking like turtle.
Yeah, and you know, it's just frightening, the people that don't care, because you know there's always people that's gonna be all right no matter what happens, and them not caring is the biggest.
Yes.
It's the biggest, and you know, as much as I don't want to say that word, because I was gonna say linchpin, but that doesn't really apply. But they're the people that are always gonna be okay, and therefore they can afford to sit out on the sidelines, because no matter what happens, they got enough food, they got enough money. They got enough connections where if their candidate doesn't win, they're the ones that can be on Twitter hollering at folks all day, every day about lock her up and all this bullshit when they didn't care. You know,
I struggle with how little empathy people can have if they feel that way, though. Like, part of me still feels bad for these people who are being duped by people like Donald Trump.
no, I don't.
I do. I have a little bit in me. I know that's probably just me being a hella softy.
No, that you're human. You can have your feelings.
No, you can have your feelings. I'm just like,
I wish they. No, I understand. Believe me, if you don't feel that way, I have not told that against you for disagreeing at all. There are moments where I'm like, I want to Thanos snap a bunch of these people out of the universe. So I'm with you. It's just like how can you just walk around and just not care about how like whole entire swaths of people, like just cause like,
have you not seen the way we
hard.
treat homeless people, the way we treat poor people? Having someone who grew up on food stamps, government cheese, government whatever. Oh, so who's switch died? Someone switch died. That's what happened. Or they just left. They didn't leave through the airport.
I don't know, actually. I think I'm still here. Unless I DC.
It was me.
Wow.
It was me.
Because I didn't move my switch. It was like, you leaving.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm like, what?
That was funny. It was me.
I like last one here, first one out, because your switch was like, nah.
Indeed, with pleasantly twisted swing. I don't know
back. The
how to tell
audacity.
you that you should care about other people.
I mean, that's long and short of it. But I mean, look at the ways in which we Okay, everyone's just in the airport. I was like, shit, we got to do all that over. Okay, we can hang out over here, dance, or do you want to sit by the fire where it's warm?
The fire was cute.
I like
people
the
were talking.
fire.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go to the fire.
I like everybody's like, no, I'm going to this fire.
No,
Come on,
I want
I want to
to see.
go.
Yeah,
Don't kick me out again.
I will give up my seat this time.
I will stand.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
could
not
stand
like me-
if I had a chair.
It's not like me IRL. It's not like me IRL. Where I'm like, I ain't standing for shit.
My knees hurt.
My knees hurt. That's real.
All right, bye,
I
bye,
got it.
Raphael. I appreciate you.
So yeah.
I got the sit down thingy. So
Oh, nice.
Okay, online play. I'm coming back. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just like, whose Switch died?
It didn't even die. It just went idle, and because it went idle,
Oh.
it said, "Oh, we're booting you." I'm like, "No, don't do that."
Yeah. You
I want
gotta
you to know my
periodically move
stomach
the stick.
dropped because my internet likes to die randomly, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's me!" And I'm like, "Oh, it's not." Yes.
Hey, Daz,
I'm like, I better not be disconnected. I'm literally like 3 feet from my router.
Hey, Dosworth, that's a sucker bet, just so you know.
Right.
That's a sucker bet, just so we know.
All right, here I come. Where we at?
But
Hey,
yeah, it's just
Canberra.
Canberra is so mean. Canberra always just rolls up like you ain't talked to me in a month. And I'm like, yeah, because you a mean asshole. That's why. But no, just the ways in which people treat the poor and the homeless. And, you know, I don't know how many people know this, but I have been homeless in my life. And I have been poor most of my life. And, you know, it's weird because 2020 was lucrative. That's okay, Twisted. I'll holler at you later. And also check your emails. There are things I need answers on, ma'am.
Things I need.
Look, sometimes that's the only way you can catch people, like before you leave this chat, though. Let me ask you this thing. You know, the way that people act like being poor is a moral failing instead of the system acting as designed. Because nobody wants to be this fucking broke. Nobody wants to have to, you know, be on public aid. Because it's so... anybody who's ever had to be on public aid or unemployment knows how demoralizing going to that office is.
It's fucking terrible.
Well,
It's fucking terrible.
Especially as a child, like
Yes.
my mom couldn't afford to have a driver's license, and so we had to walk 3 miles when I was about kindergarten age to go pick up food at the food bank in a long line of other people. So, like, when you've lived that poor and you've seen people not treat you as a person when you're a child, that changes your whole outlook on how you see government assistance, how you become very self-aware of your presence and how you're presented, especially as an adult later.
Or like when you, because I mean, I no shame, I surely do have the EBNT, the EBIT, and you go to a store and you pull out your EBT card, and there's always somebody to look at you like you're trash just because you got EBT, and it's like, okay, ma'am, Patricia, do you want to pay for my food? No,
Or,
then let me use this EBIT.
Like, because you dress nice and you happen to have the EBT card,
right?
Like,
or
I got gifted clothes through college. I had to get an EBT card so I could eat, yo. Like,
or the audacity of when you actually, you know, get healthy things in your cart, and people look at you like, you know, you're being bougie. It's like I can have EBT and still want to eat healthy just because I don't have honey. Okay, I did have honey buns, but like just because I don't got, like, you know, the cheapest stuff, it's like I can still eat nice. The hell?
Yeah, but people also don't understand that clothes is like a once a year purchase and food is every week.
Right.
And there is a big difference between those two things.
Move.
Yeah.
Move. Who you
That
telling to
dang-
move?
Damn, CB.
That ram.
Damn.
Whoever they are, how do I sit? I'm sitting. How do you sit? Sit. Yay.
I'm just like, damn. You're like, get the fuck out of my way.
They're just walking like I'm like, excuse me. See me in my halo.
Wow. They're like, we don't care about this halo. You gonna get out the way. Oh my goodness. Social services is a lie because I mean, at one point in my life, like early 20s, I had a shitty job and I couldn't make ends meet. It's not because I didn't want to work. And then when I went to ask about like food stamps or something just to make ends meet, they were like, oh, you'd be better. This woman literally told me you'd be better off if you had a kid. And I'm like, I don't want children.
What?
They told me I should take more loans
What?
when I was in college. I was like, I cannot afford to take more loans. I don't have credit. What are y'all talking about? They're
Yeah,
like,
but
you
we're-
take more loans.
Yeah, but December, we're not talking about students right now. We're talking about like, you know, the average, you're an adult, you've got through college or whatever. Because trust me, I worked in higher ed for 16 years. I know that. I have had so many students come to me and go, well, I can't make it with my student loan. I can't get an on-campus job, etc.
Yep.
And when they would try to get EBT, they would go, oh, but you got all these school loans. Why don't you have money? And it's like,
Yep.
but here's my tuition bill. Show me where you see money left.
That's the same shit I told them. They gave me $38 for food. The first time I went there, $38. I remember.
And it's just like, you
I'm
know,
like,
for the
what the hell am I doing with $38?
nothing but ramen. And that's the thing. It's like
Huh?
we treat people like shit when they have to get public aid, and then they're like, "But you ain't eating right. Show me where I'm supposed to eat healthy with fucking $80 a month to feed 2 people on EBT." Or I am actual paper food stamps years old, y'all.
Oh yeah, I do remember those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember being so excited when my mom gave me one of the food stamps looked like a damn bill.
Yo, look like a dollar bill,
Yeah.
got a brown and white paper color on it.
Yup. Yup.
Yes.
Yeah.
So excited. Give me some dang penny candy. What you mean?
I didn't know food stamps are on
Yo,
anything but a
that was
card.
like,
Oh yeah.
oh man,
Yeah, it's
Like my job.
it's a
Oh, no,
My
go
job
ahead.
when
There's a
we
few of
went
us in
grocery
there.
shopping was because I was a little kid and I was lowered to the ground. My job was to look out for fallen and lost money to assist.
That's real.
Oh
Though.
my God.
That's real.
checking the
What,
payphones
Regis
for
say?
quarters.
Checking the
Excited.
payphones.
Excited when you
Bye,
find a quarter
thing.
in there.
Hold on, yeah. Serena said when I got a job paying me three and a half an hour, they told me I made $32 too much to qualify for food stamps.
Right, bye,
Listen,
thing.
they told me I had to work less hours. I was working part-time. They told me I had to work less hours to qualify for food. I'm
Yep.
like, so I have to like make no money so I can get food money when I can't afford food right now. Is that what y'all telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a busted
Basically.
ass system. That's a busted system. And
Oh my
that's why you have to
God.
vote.
The worst part about it is they advertise that the reason why you're not getting as much help and assistance is because other groups of poor people, whether it be minorities or people coming in from other countries, like immigrants coming in, well, they're taking all the resources and that's why you don't have it. And then
Yeah.
the worst part is they try to get poor people fighting so much so they don't realize how bad they're getting screwed,
Yep.
which I saw all the time. Because
And that's a
I'm
system that's going throughout history.
Yeah, I'm white, so I can't count on my hands because it's too many times that we were told, well, you guys are the wrong color to be getting this. So white poor people are taught when they go for assistance, the reason why they can't get assistance is because there's poor minorities that get it in front of them, and it's bull. 'Cause
But then
they're in the
we don't even
same
get it.
Line. They're in the exact same line, trying to get the same food. Like there is no difference. Like And it frustrates so much to see that, because my parents, my mom is smart and figured out she was the one standing in line. My dad got a taste of money, just the barest taste of money after working his entire life, and he's a Trump supporter now. And it's the most infuriating thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, bro, you were with us. Do you not remember? What is wrong with you?
But here's the thing: a lot of people don't think that white folks are on public aid, when the truth of it is more white people are on public assistance than black folks.
Truth.
Yep. We make up like 60%, 60 to 70%.
Yep.
And almost all of the fraud.
Damn.
Like honestly, the most fraud that we be doing is over here. Like, hey, you paying $30 at the store. How about you use my EBT card and I get that $30? Like, that'd be the most fraud.
Yep.
And that's
like, how about you get your food without tax and then I'll get that $30? Like,
okay, but look, is that fraud or is that survival though?
Period.
I was just about to say.
Exactly.
I was like, a lot of things that people consider fraud are just survival. Like, that's a whole nother conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The shit you do to survive when you ain't got nothing.
Also, I just want y'all to know my villager is completely doing what I do in real life, is that like constantly checking the phone, but I'm only doing that so the game knows I'm still here. So like every 10 minutes you see my thing, pull out a phone and leave, and then put it back.
That is okay. Actually, I was gonna say, y'all hang out for a minute. Who left?
It wasn't me this time. It could have been me. Could have been me. Wait, was it me? No.
It wasn't me.
So.
I know, like everybody's like, it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
I just talked to my phone. It couldn't have been me.
Unless
Better not
somebody's
be
in
me.
My Switch is
That's
still
Shaggy.
Oh no, it was Christina.
It was Christina.
I'm just like,
that's funny.
Oh boy.
I'm like, I have Spectrum, but it ain't that bad. What's going on?
I got Spectrum too. That's why I'm always thinking it's me.
wow.
Are you about to step away, Taya?
I was, but then we had the whole ain't nobody here. All right, I'm gonna go sit where I was, and because I was about to go like get a quick bio. I don't know about y'all, and I know it's probably because I was a little anxious before the stream, but it feels like we've been on a long time, and actually we haven't.
It does.
Like it feels super late.
For 2 hours? Yeah.
It's not even that long of a stream so far, and I'm still like, the hell. But
Let me go
yeah,
buy some stuff while I'm here.
yeah. But we got 45 minutes till the clothing store open or closes, and then Abel's is open till 10 local time, right?
I couldn't talk to them.
I copped the whole fit.
I'm about to go in there right now. Let's see what I can get.
They didn't talk to me. Very upset.
Oh no!
How dare they?
Is it maybe just
might have been
because
somebody else in there?
Yeah, yes, Malvin. I had food before this, and I've been drinking water. But first, I'm gonna go get a bio break. And if you're not a sub, sorry, not sorry, but you about to get an ad real quick because I got bills to pay.
Period.
Fill that.
Well, these are cute. Ooh, I can get a Letterman jacket. I can be a king. Yeah. Oh, this is done.
The Letterman jackets kind of had me for a little bit. I was like, should I cop?
Should I cop? But should I though? Oh, I like the DJ cap. That's so cute. I'm getting that.
I gotta find them again.
Oh, that's so cute. Purchase that. Thank you. Oh no, not yet. Wait. Okay.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, these double bridge glasses are cute. Okay. I feel like I'm actually like at Macy's right now. What you mean?
I mean, we living vicariously through this, you know.
Mhm.
Listen,
Sure.
I ain't shopped really for clothes at all since the pandemic.
Period.
Like, I'm a sneakerhead. I ain't bought no shoes because I'm like, who I'm gonna stun on? Like, I'm in the house.
I have never understood like the idea. Look, you go to school. Like, I mean, I'm thinking about high school. I'm not even thinking about college. Like, you go to school, and, you walk through the hallway, and somebody talking about their damn Air Force Ones, and it's like, okay, but we all gotta walk. Like it ain't that serious. I guess it's cute or whatever, but no.
No, it's definitely I mean, some schools are definitely more of a fashion competition.
I get.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I mean, mine wasn't like that, but I knew definitely some where it was like for real. You know.
Oh, I really like this Letterman jacket though.
Michael Keaton's gonna be Batman.
Oh, I thought it was Pattinson. I thought it was Robert Pattinson.
Wait,
the
Michael
DC
Keaton's gonna be Batman
There's
again?
a crossover event.
I'm so confused.
What?
And
He's
then
coming
Many
back as
crossover
Batman?
events happening.
Michael Keaton will be the main Batman within the DCEU, replacing Ben Affleck.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So he's gonna be
right,
old man Batman?
because the Pattinson movie is like a standalone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
its own thing.
Can the
Interesting.
DC EU just like get can they get
No.
a solid plan of
they
a
get
character of what they want to do?
It's not gonna
I-
happen.
They are so confused. Like, get on the same page between the TV shows, the animated series, and the movies.
Their
And
animated
all of-
things are generally dope.
Yeah.
Like their animated
really
stuff
are.
is generally dope. It's the
Honestly,
movies that
I want them to stop making movies. Put all
Yes.
that effort into Netflix or whatever kind of TV series, and I think
make a
it'll be
TV
good.
series. Like that's where they've done good at. Like do the
Yeah.
TV thing. Y'all did good. Maybe
Yeah.
not having your own like network for it though, because
He's
a lot of people don't want to
70.
pay for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, Michael Keaton's
No,
old.
goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
sorry.
he's-
That's not right. Like,
I mean, he's been
he's
around
70.
for a
He still
minute.
looks pretty good though for a 70-year-old.
He's been around for a minute. You know.
When the first Batman movie came
really-
out, I was like,
Oh man.
Really
Yeah.
quickly, for those who are
love that
AC aficionados, is there a different store other than Abel's or the sisters?
Yes, there's.
Oh yes, there's another store. Yes, the actual store. Duh.
So there's
Yeah.
Nook's Cranny. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going. I remember.
Hi,
His
that
little
one's.
sexy Fabian.
Look, I feel bad for those poor little Nook children.
Those Nook. What is this? Okay.
hustlers though.
But they are.
hustlers.
I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
their dad is like paying them a fair wage.
Uh huh.
Nah.
Okay,
You
but
know?
okay, so
Their
now.
dad gave them a can opener and told them to go have at it.
That's true. I think Tom Nook
I-
is definitely Bean Dad. He's a
He's
Bean
definitely
Dad.
being dad.
Okay,
No, Tom Nook definitely gave him a small business loan of 1 million bells.
a small business loan.
Yeah.
Dosper,
Not
if I
about
see
to
you have
play.
feelings about Bean Dad. Dosper
No,
was channeling
no.
Kelly, but I'm just like, that's the first time I've seen Dosper throw out like all caps, like Kelly.
Like Kelly, first of all.
It's all love.
Yeah,
but,
that was a whole thing.
okay.
They
let's-
got a washer.
I don't know who this teddy bear is walking around on your island, but I want him on my island.
that is Kurt. He is an old grumpy man.
Call him Petty Bear.
He's like the old eagle that always that's on Brian's island. Like his house concerns me. He's always got
I have
like,
that eagle on my island. I know that guy.
and I'm like, but
I'm
you
like, why is there
got
so much fire?
in a wooden house, sir.
There's so much fire. You're making me nervous.
Oh, I'm sure. So we can talk about Bean Dad because this dude nuked his whole Twitter account.
I mean,
mean-
he
He should have.
showed himself to be all kinds of awful. Like, I love that people went through his Twitters and just
Get
found
off.
all his awful
am I stuck?
mentions.
What?
Get off. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like him and then Ken Jennings defending him. It's like a
Right.
thing.
Oh my god.
Both trash.
So who's can I didn't know who
Yeah.
either of these people were. until the
Same.
saga.
Oh, he's like I think he still holds the record for most Jeopardy wins in a row.
Ken Jennings is the Jeopardy wins guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the other dude was.
Yeah. I don't know who the other guy is, but I know that they do a podcast together, which is why he was defending him.
He like from what some other people told me, his claim to fame was that he did the music for a podcast that other people listened to. I was like, okay,
Wow.
no wonder I don't know or care who this dude is.
Yeah, but I'm just sitting here like,
Yeah,
so you're not. First off, the fact that you told a 9-year-old to go make herself some beans. What is this like? Is this, please sir, may I have another? Like, what the
Right?
fuck, man?
Not a quesadilla, not some cereal,
potato.
some beans.
Like, at least she could have got the box down or something. But you told this 9-year-old kid to go get some fucking beans. Like, what child do you have? Hey,
And she was hungry.
yeah, she was hungry. She's like, I got beans. He's like, open it up yourself.
and then it's
I
like,
don't know how.
hey, Twister,
But
welcome
yeah,
back.
But Papa, I lack the grip strength, Papa.
Oh my
I'm so
God.
hungry.
Oh,
But
they
then what-
fired him? JP, they fired him?
I know that the McElroy stopped using like his music. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that. But
I mean, when you get on Twitter and brag that you're an asshole and abusive to your child, because Mickey Kendall Carnethia made a very good point yesterday that I saw today and retweeted, that had that been a woman, let alone a black woman, that baby
Oh,
would have been
shit.
in DCFS custody so fast. And not
Right?
baby, I know it's a 9-year-old, but that child would have been snatched up so quick.
Hit him straight up. Child Protective Services called on them
yep, big facts.
from randos. People don't even know. Like it would have been, they'd have been at your house.
Right? There would have been everybody calling like, yo, y'all know where these people live? Look at this. Look at this shit on Twitter she's saying.
Yeah, people getting doxxed to get Child Protective Services called on them. Like,
No, that's why I made that quick old I'm about to say status like it's Facebook. That quick old post. Like it's so funny how these mediocre white men think we not about to be calling them out in 2021. It's like cancel culture doesn't exist. You just did something effed up and we elevated it with a magnifying glass. That's on you.
Right?
yeah, this is the thing. You ain't getting canceled. People just looking at your history of being awful and then calling that shit.
And then
like,
find out he was he's an anti-Semite and
he is
he's
rape
racist and
jokes,
all this
kinds
shit.
of stuff. It was so
Oh,
much
he's
awful
horrible.
on there, and I was like, how did this person stick around for this long?
Yeah, I always find that weird because it's not like people are like making things up or making up insults. They're literally like, this is what you
Copy and
Share.
You
paste.
said this. You
You
said this. Nobody else. This is shit you said.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I heard a rumor about this or I heard from the grapevine. It's like, nah, here's a link.
Like,
And then Ken Jennings over there trying to ride that clout wave. Yeah, you wrote it all right, and you can leave too. Like the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird.
right? He went, wow.
It just surprises me how much confidence some of these men have, especially white men, have
Finale.
to be announcing their bad behavior all over social media.
Doesn't
Just
surprise
like,
me.
I am hilarious. I'm like,
It's like because we
All
have
right.
given
Okay.
these white men opportunity upon opportunity, and what happens is they get quote unquote called out. They leave for like a month. They come back with a shitty apology, and then nothing happens.
Yo.
They come back. I have learned the error of my ways. The next second is them being homophobic or transphobic. Like the next second, and it's a whole system. It's a whole cycle.
But that's how the system was designed for them,
And
not
like,
us.
let's be real.
Exactly.
They're taught that from birth. Like growing up, you're taught to walk this walk because you can. The world is made to bend to your whims. Like
It
that's
is.
what they've learned their whole lives,
I mean,
which is shitty, but it's true.
yeah, but I mean, just look at, the stuff that we talk about, all of us, in one way or another. Sharif has Gaming Looks Good, all the stuff that we've talked about where, and I called it this on a podcast ages ago, but I call it Gamer Manifest Destiny, where cis straight white dudes have been told that gaming is theirs and theirs alone, and if anyone else tries for representation, then we are quote unquote taking it from them.
Taking away.
And it's like, we ain't taking shit. And this cabal you think that exists is taking over gaming. If we were half as powerful as you think we are, none of you motherfuckers would still be in power.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. You think we leave y'all in charge?
I can't wait for the year in which every single game that comes out that year, there's not one white, straight, like, male lead character in any game. Like, the whole year. Just
I wish.
none.
I wish.
That's what I
wish.
want. It's like the weird standard that's held to every single game or movie or any media product that's not white, straight, male is somehow has to be the greatest thing ever or it's a failure. And
Yeah.
at some point, I want us to get to in a society where like 50 mediocre games that are not straight white males come out and everybody's like, yeah, they were mediocre. And it's just not a big deal anymore. It's just business as usual. That's where I want to be. Like superhero movies with the first Wonder Woman came out. Like if it wasn't the greatest thing ever, people were going to trash it horrendously. And they still did. But I want like 3 mediocre ones to come out and maybe 1 good one. Like I want the same privilege that white males have had of having terrible action movies, just not straight white men. That's all I want.
Yeah, I want to put myself out of business. I want to get past the people call me when they don't think diversity is fucking real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's a weird thing too, because I feel like to your point, sometimes when people see maybe 2 games with marginalized folks in them in like main roles, that gets like times 1,000 to them, and they think that there's no more white people in games. Like I have people in my college gaming class tell me that all the time. Like I remember I was talking about some games last year, and they were basically like, man, I feel like there's just no more white main characters in games that I can relate to. Like
what?
Yeah, it's like a real thing. Like people will see one woman on a cover and think oh man, like there's no more guys in games. It's really strange.
That reminds me of like the Wolfenstein game and how people spazzed out about that. She's like, it's 2 girls in the game and the game sucks and I don't like their commentary. And I'm like, all right, objectively speaking, the game was, but the complaints were mostly the girls in their dialogue. And I noticed that. And I noticed over and over again, everyone who was just complaining about that and going on and on about that, instead of the other problems with the mechanics, how the gameplay was not as good as the other ones and the levels were too linear. No, they were just talking about the fact that these 2 girls were talking and it was all white dudes.
Oh, you mean Vocal
all the
Fry?
reviews like that. Was that?
You mean AKA Vocal Fry that doesn't exist?
Yeah. And I'm just like, is it that big of a deal to have women main characters in video games that's the only thing you can talk about? Like that's it. Well, it has messed you up, man, so much.
Well, remember when Dragon Age Inquisition came out, everybody's like, "Oh, well, Cassandra looks too mannish and blah blah blah," and you know they redrew Vivienne immediately to look like a white woman, and then I'm just like, Vivienne looks like Honora from the first game. What did you do to her? And the artist literally called her black features ugly, but then everybody in fandom, hold on, I got distracted.
They made Tifa's boobs smaller in Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was one of the complaints we heard this year.
I think one of my favorite things about that
welcome
too.
Back.
I am back indeed.
And also, I was just trying. Hold on one second. I was trying to address something that was just in the chat that distracted me. I'm not sure who said spaz because we're all talking over each other, but thank you for that note, Z the Zany. Spaz is ableist term. But go ahead, yes,
Got you.
Vanessa.
I think the thing about the Final Fantasy bit that got me the most was the fact that people literally went out on a tangent to be like, I can't believe you would say this. I can't believe you would do this to her. And if you played Final Fantasy VII Remake, on the real, she's just really wearing a dope sports bra. She's still plenty heavy chested, and they're just like, oh, she's just completely ruined.
I mean, she still got titties.
Yeah, and
she ain't got like hair. It's ample.
I was gonna say, yeah, she still is quite heavy chested, and we saw the same thing even with Abby, like The Last of Us 2, which I personally can't stand. But even then, with Abby, the uproar was about how, oh, this is terrible because they've got two girls kissing, which this is the first time I've seen people complain about that, which was shocking. But then they also have Abby and she looks like a man. And then there was all these op-eds and articles even that came through and said, oh yeah, women can't be built like that. And it's like, I literally would see women like that in the gym every time I go.
Yo, I'm like, where have y'all been? Like
this is very, very normal.
Isn't it interesting how, like, in real life, a lot of these incels romanticize, a more muscular femme person, but the minute they see it in the game, it's a bad thing? Like, what? Okay.
I mean, like, and you can see this too, like, the fighting game community is prevalent with this. As much as I love my FGC friendos, there needs to be a conversation about the women in those games and how 100% they are catered to gays and that's it. Like, Shiranui is still a thing. And she's pretty much like my size with what has to be like a size 30 quadruple Z bra cup out here doing flips and stuff.
Yeah. I have a section in my class where I go through like the last couple of editions of Mortal Kombat of the series, and we look at some of the female models in the game. And I've had more than one student say that they feel like that some of the characters have been ruined because they have attempted to give them a more proportional look, even though, and they still look like, a bit ridiculous, but not as ridiculous as they did in, like, say, Mortal Kombat 8 or 9.
9 was a choice.
Yeah.
Honestly, so like in the fighting game thing, like Dead or Alive has some of my favorite mechanics for any fighting game, period. I cannot play the game. It is too absurd for me. Because the fan servicey shit that goes on in that game is just too much. I was like, I can't do it. And plus they charge a ton of money for like their DLC, but that's beyond the point. The way that they make the women characters in that game remind me of even going back to when they first started talking about that on Dreamcast and the She Kicks High commercial. And I feel like that's dating myself if you remember that commercial, but they have not gotten out of that attitude of making like this absurdly, we want to cater to teenage white boys sort of character model. And I'm just like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying Dreamcast, because Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems until it died just abruptly.
Oh no, I still have
Dreamcast
mine.
was before its time.
Really?
It was before its time.
I have mine as well.
I want one
Mine
just to
broke.
have it. Sonic Adventure was
Mine
my
broke,
ish. I know you can play it now,
Power
but like
Stone.
that was the original.
Yeah, I did have one, but definitely doesn't work anymore.
Or
I have to-
no,
I
my
have to see if mine does.
oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I just need to see if mine does because I'm like, Lord, it is so dusty.
Yeah. I actually feel like I was partially responsible for defeating the Dreamcast because I never bought a game. I subscribed to, I think it was the Sega magazine, and they gave you those demo discs that had like really meaty demos.
God.
Like
Demo
really
discs
full
were
demos.
blessing.
I just played off of those.
I remember the
Demo
original PlayStation, all of the demos and the jump packs. What do they call them? They were called jam packs.
Yes.
The jam pack disc on PlayStation had all of them. All of them.
I remember I was subscribed to official PlayStation magazine specifically for demo disc, and the art section.
Yes.
That's back when their
Yep.
art section slapped, and they had like professional artists submitting things. That's how I found a lot of my early like anime style artists that inspired my work. But then those demo discs were something else. Like, and you wore those demo discs out.
Facts.
Yep.
What was the
Oh.
Nintendo magazine called?
Nintendo Power.
Nintendo
Nintendo
Power.
Power.
There it
Yeah.
is.
I had a Nintendo Power sub all the way till they died.
Wow. Oh, thanks for using your prime here, Angry. I'm gonna go Angry Rabbit. Hopefully that's right. So I'm guessing Rabbit. Every iteration of Rabbit's been taken.
I mean, it's obviously 4 and Gary are 488.
Just stop.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I'm just
Wow.
like,
Why?
you know what? I'm gonna let you.
Like,
I'm gonna let you dig
not
that
on
hole.
cam, but I felt the stare.
Can I get some stare emotes in chat?
Oh,
you
I'm
can-
just shaking my head.
You
on
can
that.
sit
Look,
down,
I can-
Twisted. I'm gonna sit on the ground if you want that log.
You
I
sure?
can combat this.
It's
Oh, no.
digital me, real me. Be like, you moving out the fucking way.
I did just kind of hit you with like the actual IRL. You sure, huh?
Uh huh.
I
My
got
bad.
your stare. Look, I got your staring back.
Look, y'all, those that have seen me IRL know that I will do that to you in person.
Oh, big facts.
Oh, I believe it. I'm not, but I am completely convinced. I am utterly
Bye,
convinced
JP.
that I will earn one of those stairs.
All right, bye, JP. Have good food. Oh, Furwick is here, I think. Did I see Furwick? I thought I did.
Yeah, Berwick's here.
Furwick, I got my ink today for my fountain pens. It came early.
Ooh.
Downtown.
Although you would have laughed at me trying to fill this damn pen. It's got a converter built in, and I was just pulling up air. Oh, I know. I couldn't remember if I said that they came in. I took photos. I looked up I was the person who looked up a YouTube video to see how to do something, because I was like, how do I do this? And I'm like, I need a syringe. This shit ain't working.
Oh no.
Well, no, because it's actually like a really good system of doing it. There's a plunger built into the converter. You basically just like twist it so the ink pulls up because of suction. It's very simple, but because I was trying to draw from this little sample vial, I don't think I was getting enough ink. Like the nib was soaked, but the ink wasn't pulling up into the pen. I'm sure for the 2 full-size bottles I bought, it'll be fine. But I was like, this is air that I'm pulling in here. So I need to find like a syringe or something. Because I was like, I could pour it in, and I was like, wait, I need to do this stream in about 20 minutes. There's going to be
cleaned up ink.
There's going to be
You
teal.
don't want to do that.
Right, there's about to be teal ink all over this desk and me.
And you know you'd be liable to touch it, and then you touch it, bring your hand up, and you got
Yup.
ink on your face.
And I'm just like, ooh, this is about to be a whole mess. I'm like, and it's too dark to match the sweater if I did spill it on myself. Because I couldn't play that off either.
The best is after you've done that, and then like a week later, you look at your elbow and there's a spot of ink on it, and you're like, what? How?
Yup. Ooh, I can get syringes for... There's whole kits, y'all. I didn't know this. This is a whole new world for me.
Whole industry.
It is. Like, I could actually get some stuff, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. It's too late on a Monday to get it tomorrow. But they got whole kits on here, like, get your ink.
I mean, pens are a serious game. Like, pens,
I didn't
pens are
realize
serious.
it was that deep.
No, for sure.
I didn't realize it was that deep, y'all.
That's why I be like plugging my ears when y'all be like getting me into these rabbit holes. I'm like, that's something I can take. Nope, don't do it. Mm-mm. Nah,
You like, don't let me
Mini
get there.
Nope, don't do it.
Yo, I ain't trying to get you on that rabbit hole.
I'm like, my whole basement would be converted. I know. Because I know, like, I went to one of my buddy's houses and I saw his garage. He was like, I just started mini painting like a year ago. His whole garage is like a mini painting studio. I'm like, what the hell, man?
See,
Now he
no,
does that for like getting paid for it, but still.
nah, it ain't gonna be that deep because for the simple fact I don't have that kind of room. Hey, Lady Luck. Hey, Graham.
Yeah, see,
What? There
I
are
was telling
fountain
y'all,
pen
you and Gabe
cons?
about my space. I have too much space and not enough things in it. And as soon as I start
See,
looking for stuff, I will find it.
you about to be in trouble. Oh, Graham said that there are whole fountain pen conventions.
Mhm.
I did
I
not know
believe
about
that.
that, but
Wow.
I believe
it's
it.
not surprising.
Wow, I did not know that.
Welcome
Wow.
to Ink and Cookies. Stop
Wow.
it, Furwick. Stop it.
Mandy's like, beware falling down the rabbit hole, says the person who already bookmarked some pens. Mandy, that's on you. I can't help it if you heard pen and went and started looking. That's on you.
Not con shows, get-togethers, and Slack channels.
Oh, I believe Slack channels.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I believe that entirely because there's whole. I mean, there used to be BBSs because I'm BBS and IRC year old.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the AOL chats you weren't supposed to be in. You weren't really old enough to be in.
Listen, I tell people all the time, I was like, I learned to troll in the darkest days of the web.
Mm.
No, them AOL chats is where I realized I was
Oh,
a full-fledged homosexuals. So I
not,
get it.
Not a whole. Wow,
die.
Sharif. And then Sharif dropped the Chicago Pen Show in the chat. Why, sir?
I'm saying 2021.
Look. Okay, they got April. That's being optimistic. I'm sorry. I
That's
don't
very
believe that.
Very
optimistic.
optimistic.
It's very optimistic.
See, I don't know
Vintage
about
pens,
that.
modern pens, notebook,
They
ink,
got a
ink testing
wait.
stations.
They got a whole. They have an article on prepping to go to a pen
Classes?
show.
Yeah, they have a primer
There's
video
prep?
that's
What do you
47
prep? You
minutes.
just pack your pens?
Explain this,
Like-
y'all. For
Like, shouldn't the primer video be short? Like, to get you hype? 47 minutes.
I'm not
Pens
watching.
for kids.
These are the rabbit holes
Do
we
the
fall down.
what?
Sir,
Oh, this is too much.
I like what you're looking at this now.
$60
I'm
for a
upset.
pen show?
Look, I mean,
To go
there's a
look at
pizza
pens?
party.
Oh, now hold on. I'm okay with this part. Time out.
Oh,
There's
no.
a pizza party.
It's a good idea to ask before picking up a pen. Correct.
I mean, that's just
goes
common
along with everything else.
sense.
Should you do this thing that requires you and be in someone's space or touch their stuff? Did you ask? And it's a branching path. Yes or no?
Oh my god.
I'm just looking at this etiquette. Why am I looking at pen show etiquette? What's wrong? Let me go-
Significant
let's go get a
pens
drink.
of
That's
the
what I'm gonna
20th
do.
century.
Yeah, but Gritmonger, most of us on the chat are in driving distance to Chicago or in Chicago. I am well aware of how ink can explode. Ask me how I know.
Mm-mm.
Ask me how I know. Luckily, I put the ink in its own baggie and put another
See you,
baggie.
Dasbiff.
Bye, Dasbiff. Have a good night. Thanks for being a great mod. Wow, you did this, Furwick. Y'all are blaming poor Furwick. Look, y'all can, on his Twitter and Facebook, between him, Anne LeMay, and my friend Carrie, who's now at WB Games, those three and their fucking pens, like, Anne will show like a whole, here's the pen I got for this special occasion and the ink that matches it, and she shows that pen once, we never see it again. And I'm like, and I just want to go, how much do you spend on pens? But that would be a real rude question.
I'm gonna take my shade back from Sharif and Dimples. Y'all can have all the shoes you want. Just don't be spending thousands of dollars on the dang pen. Get you some bits.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Pensive. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh shit. Look at you hiding the Instagram. You don't get to hide the Instagram. You need to give that up. Give up that IG though, since you talking about pens. And I wish you weren't at
That
work.
egg.
Right? And I wish you weren't at work so you could jump in voice. I don't know if you're at work or work from home like everyone else for the last like year, but either way. I think
It's barely been a year.
yeah,
God.
I think Brian is a work from home kind of person or a fountain pen person too. Hey Charlie, how are you? Thanks for your resub. I mean, I just spent a lot of money on just one pen, so I'm good for a while. That tortoiseshell pen was not cheap. but it's beautiful, and eventually I will get some ink in there. Oh, I was looking for chargers or converter. Because now, what?
No, that was just being CB.
Oh my god. See, I don't know how if they're are these universal? Do you need to find them with a brand? Oh goodness, Pilot makes disposable fountain pens. I did not know that.
Ooh. So
if you like fountain pen without spending all the money with different ink. So it's like their regular pens, but it actually has it says everyday fountain pen with a genuine stainless steel nib.
Okay.
Okay, this is dangerous. I just bought a bunch of shit off Amazon. And that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a converter to have a spare.
Too late. You are in the pen
conventions.
You are in the multiverse of pens.
Pen YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not going on PenTube. No,
it's over. It's over.
I'm good. I just
get on TikTok. Go to the Pen Talk.
Oh God, no.
It's like
Ink Talk.
Yep.
It's like, let me cut this drink today. I celebrated a little hard yesterday.
Are you sure?
No, honestly, I
did. It was a good day. My team made the playoffs for the first time since I was a teenager.
Yeah. Well.
Wow, Sharif. Wow.
Can't say the same. Can't say the same.
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I got to celebrate this one.
You have earned that celebration.
Wait, I didn't know that Dimples was on the Browns.
Yeah, I'm a Cleveland sports fan. I've been kicking the Indians, which they're finally changing their fucking name.
Finally.
I was out there protesting. I got schooled when I was younger by a bunch of Native American folks who were out there, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting rid of all this gear. I tossed all my shit that had Chief Wahoo on it, and I was like, at the start of the season, whenever I could, I'd be out there with them protesting, and took them kicking and screaming all the way to 2021, but they're finally changing the name.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
this is Washington.
Washington just dragged their fucking feet. That should not have took that long.
It should not have taken that long, but the Snyder family are awful.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, because it's the Browns, it's Washington. Who else still has like a racist ass mascot?
The Chiefs.
That's
Kansas City.
Busted ass name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Florida State still rocking the Seminoles.
Oh, that's a college teams I have less hope for, because if their board of trustees, if their board of trustees won't move on it, that's gonna be like moving heaven and earth.
It's never gonna happen. Yeah, you're right.
I was doing my tour last year, we went like most of the like southern Midwest. Each time we got to a school, we immediately looked at the mascot, and if it was any type of racist, we already knew it wasn't going to be a good day. We automatically knew.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm in Chicago, so
you're not wrong. As someone who grew up in the Ohio area, people don't understand like how bad the middle of Ohio is scary if you're black.
Mm-hmm.
But I will. Man, I've been in some places. I'm like, I'm not pumping the gas here. Absolutely not. I'm not getting out the car. Nope.
Yeah. I refuse.
Telling my white friends, they're like, why not? I'm like, hell no. Somebody else got to go. You can get my part of the money, but I ain't stepping outside.
Oh, we got a raid. Hey, Chromatic Chimera, how are you?
Oh, let's go.
How are you? I'm like looking at the bot and almost missed the raid. Hi, y'all.
We need to get raided by some pen Twitch account.
Oh my God, y'all!
The black person from Ohio. Yup. Tardy craze. Yeah. I literally had one of my friends who graduated with me from high school, went to Miami of Ohio. Her first day on campus, one of her roommate goes, I can't stay here with this girl. She goes, why? She's like, look at you. Obviously, friend's black.
Yeah, hey,
And
clever dog.
and that was like very similar to my experience being out that way too.
Yeah, so Jamie asked about sundown towns. It's not about all the name. It's like a sundown town means your black ass should not be there when the
Be
sun
there
goes
when it's
down.
nighttime.
Because that may be your last night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Furwick, you about to go find some pen Twitch channels, aren't you?
Not there, Pearl.
Damn it, Furwick. Furwick's gonna be out here with his like recommended list of, and here they talk about the fine art of milling your own pens. I'll be like, if you don't stop. Damn, I almost messed up my whole Chrome.
Okay, I am going to head off and work on some things. But it was awesome. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And if people are getting tired and you want to wind down, I'm not quite ready to end. I'm looking at the clock. I figure we'll stop around 9 and find somebody to go raid. That's only 10 more minutes. And since we already got the highlight, thanks to Warren, I'm good. I don't have to like go hunt down highlights or anything. So
Yeah. Shout out to Mandy for putting all those highlights.
yes, thank you, Mandy. Mandy's like the clip MVP lately.
For real.
Like all of our Motherlands clips that have happened lately. Mandy's like, I got you.
That's some wizardry.
Wait, hold on.
Wizardry.
Hold on. What? Let's talk about what Tardigrades just said, because that whole you ain't actually black and you're not like one of those people. Yo.
Wait, what did I just walk back?
Oh, yeah.
So So Tardigrades just put in chat, I had a girl in high school who was quote unquote friends with me, and then was like, gosh, my sister'd be so scared if she knew I was bringing a black person over. But you're not really black, so it's fine.
I got that at a party. I turned around and walked right the fuck out.
That carries the same energy as, oh, I love being friends with you because you're like the whitest black girl I know.
TM.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
good.
See also wonderful things like being called a fucking Oreo. You know, in hindsight, I'm kind of happy that I was more ignorant when I was younger, because if I had the knowledge now or then that I do now, I would have slapped so many fucking people just right there on the spot.
So many hands. I so many hands.
Auto reply. They just.
I was like, man.
Somebody triggered Vanessa's auto hands again.
A bunch of these people were like so lucky.
Oh my God.
So Tiz Alley, I don't know if you're being rhetorical when you say what the fuck does that mean, but for the minor benevolence of those in the chat, because I'm feeling somewhat benevolent. When we are called things like Oreos and Twinkies and things like that, it means you are quote unquote white on the inside, because people have fallen to the trap of what they think blackness or being a person of color, being someone who's from pick a part of Asia, that you are performing, that while on the outside you may be brown, that you perform whiteness in a way that they think is acceptable. Or they think, well, you're not like the black folks, because all they ever see is like cops and what the news makes us look to be, and movies, etc. Not thinking that is exaggerated caricature of actual black people. So that's what people say. And it's like, oh, but you're okay. And we talked about that during the talk on CB's channel, where you are the palatable Negro, you are the acceptable one.
Yup.
It kind of cracks me up, because even now on Twitch, on occasion, I'll get that type of stuff. Because, oh, sorry, I'm keeping somebody from flying away. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'll still get that on occasion, because I'll never forget, I was streaming one day, and it was the first time on stream that I wore a head wrap in my hoops. And someone who's a regular, no less, actually came through and was like, well, why do you have on those earrings and everything? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they were just like, you just look different. And I was like, I don't look different at all. I'm just wearing a head wrap and some earrings. So it still is something that I deal with, because people get into this mindset that because I'm like the one that's super bubbly and I've got the piercings and the tats and all that type of nonsense, that I'm a safe one. And then they get clapped up and I tell them things and they're like, oh, I didn't realize. It's like, didn't realize what? That you thought we were a monolith? Like, I'll
never forget I was on the Metrolink in
what's
St.
up?
Louis, and I jams to music. I love me jamming some music, and it was a full day. So was some white lady was sitting next to me. It's no big deal. But she kept looking at me. I'm jamming, and she kept looking at me. And I finally took my headphones on. And I said, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "The Hunchback of Notre Dame musical." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I thought you were like listening to some rap or something. You just look like you're like way into it." And I was like,
What the
Girl,
fuck,
no.
man?
What?
"But what if I was listening to rap? What would have been a problem?"
What difference does it make?
It's like
this
uh
idea of like what blackness looks like.
Y'all.
I have hated it my whole life, and it's partially because I used to get this from my family. Like, it wasn't just like I got it from white people. I got it from my own family too. Like, that's white shit, Amir. Like, I would get that, and that stuck with me. It's still stuck with me today. It's hard to like let that shit go.
That exact phrase.
Like,
that's that white shit. What?
Yeah, that
What?
exact phrase.
Wow.
And I'm like
it'd be different if I was eating some macaroni and cheese or something and it didn't have salt in it. That's one thing. But like,
so we added blueberries or raisins or some shit. Then I'd be like, okay, you know what? You're right.
Bye, monster.
But like, it'd be tripping.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just read comic books and I like anime. Like,
Wow. Oh yeah, the stuff about are you sure? Yeah. So just so people know that, so Jamie, I know you're trying to be helpful, but you're not actually telling us stuff we don't already know. And I'm not trying to pick on you. I just realized you're name dropping people that we all know and some of us have worked with. Unless you're doing that for the benefit of the non-melanated in the chat. Oh, I feel you, Chaos Mage.
Yeah. No, that like I said, it still sticks to me today. Not black enough.
Yeah. So question, how are y'all feeling about hanging out, or do you want to kind of call it here? It'd be a shorter stream, but I'm not really feeling like ending, even though it's 9:00. I know some people.
Show.
Well, I know, but
I'm chilling.
I don't want people to feel like it's 9. I gotta go. I'm fine with still sitting here talking because we having a good conversation.
I'm chilling. I got a drink. I'm good.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But I might be back afterwards. It depends on how long you're going. But yeah, I gotta step out and have a quick call with somebody. But yes, this has been great. Let me go ahead and let me hop off. This has been great. Thank you for allowing me in your islands and shit. But I will talk to you all later.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, CB.
All right,
I'll
CB,
see y'all
peace,
later
man.
too.
Nice talking to you.
All right,
Bye.
bye. I mean, I'm good for a little bit longer. I just need to I may be that person that like mutes myself while y'all talk for a hot minute because I ordered pizza earlier and I still have some left. I don't want Simwife to show up. I don't want Simwife to roll up.
What kind of pizza you got?
Sausage, spinach, and onion.
Yeah.
I appreciate people who put spinach on their pizza.
I put spinach on pizza. I swear by it. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, it's very
spinach
good.
is one of my favorite greens.
I'm trying to get more greens into my life, but God, just trying to find ways to cook them, it gets frustrating.
Yes, 100%.
All right, y'all
Like, I
keep
just want
talking.
to
I'm gonna
not
go get a
taste like
piece of pizza because my kitchen is a bridge too far for these headphones for whatever reason. It is like I can get to the sink, and if I lean over and open the fridge, it's like you have gone too far. It's like in The Witcher when it's like you've reached the end of the world, and I'm like, what?
You're at the edge of the world. Turn back now.
Right, only devils and fools may wander here. And I'm like, but I literally just reached not even 2 feet to open the fridge. Yeah, but
I
y'all
want
keep
pizza now.
I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere in Milwaukee you can get pizza at this time of night.
Oh, there definitely is, but like I have food.
Yeah, that's the thing where you're like, I want this thing, but I got plenty of food.
Yeah, I have plenty of food, but I don't know.
Oh, that happens all the time, especially like with Twisted Stream and it would happen during the breaks during Motherlands, because DJ would always have like the plate that either he ran out and got or whatever. And we'd all be like, what you got? What you got? What you got? And it's like, oh, ribs I've been smoking for like a day and a half or some shit. They look like they're like, you might want to fight somebody to get a taste of them ribs. That's all.
You can smell the ribs through the camera.
It's not
Right.
We're just looking at you to like,
It's just,
all right, y'all keep chatting. I'm gonna go get a bite of pizza, and I may mute. Oh, if I mute myself, nobody hear you, so I will just move the mic from my face. So keep talking. I'm just gonna go get a bite to eat.
I can't even joan on people about that because I eat on stream all the time.
I know.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's
nothing wrong with it either.
Because they're just like, you always eating eggs and rice. Dog, it's easy mode. Like, I don't have to think about that. I just put the rice in the eggs and I'm done.
It was like I was eating on my Destiny stream, and they're like, I'll just hear you crunching on carrots and celery. And I'm like, I can just pick up carrots and celery and just nom that on the side. No work.
I feel like
you're keeping it healthy. Why don't you let us live our best lives, okay?
if like you're doing anything for multiple hours, like eating during it should not be a thing. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It kind of kills me how many people put up this weird like etiquette idea of being like, oh, well, if you're streaming, then you can't eat. And I'm like, dog, I'm on screen for 5 hours.
Yeah.
On Saturdays, I'm on there from 12 to 5, sometimes 6. You really want me to? I'm not Bean Dad's kid. I'm gonna eat. Like, you got me fucked up.
I don't know.
No. Like, no. And I usually start stream with food on my noon ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I ain't judging nobody for eating on their stream. You do what you do. Like,
never.
I'm like, generally speaking, I ain't judging you unless you do some ignorant shit. It's just whatever. That's your show.
Yeah.
Right.
It takes a lot of endurance to stream. Like,
what now?
It really does.
What are y'all saying?
Oh, we're still talking about food on stream and how like people are weird and being like, you shouldn't eat while you're on stream. And it's like, I'm not finna starve while I'm on stream, so you just gonna have to be mad. I can understand if it's someone who's like talking about eating on stream and they talking about being in like and slurping
They got
shit.
Dave's elephant noise every time they eat.
Make yourself a BRB scene and hit that right quick. We will be fine. We'll be here still. But otherwise, no, I'm eating.
Oh, I know.
There's always the backspace. Like, you can just leave the stream if somebody eating on stream is really bothering.
That's the thing. Like, this is the thing that I don't get about people. You do not have to stay here. If you see something you don't like, get the fuck out. You are not. I'm not holding you hostage on my stream. You can leave.
Right. It's the same thing with like when people come into the channel, any channel, to purposely announce how you're playing something they don't like, so they're not gonna stay. Bro, you didn't even have to say that. Like,
you can see the title, what game it is before you even come in here.
Right. You could have just left me on a tab, muted it, kept that lurk up, and went somewhere else, and I would have been none the wiser.
Hold up. Celeste is on the island apparently.
Oh damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Now we're all like, let's go get that recipe though.
I'm like, where's she at?
You see,
Yeah,
I just put my phone down.
Oh, I should have said something because I saw her like as soon as I came on.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was here.
I would
That's
like to
because
be
okay,
fair to
somebody
myself.
talked about this on Twitter, and I felt so seen. It was somebody who works at IGN. I forget what her name is, but I know she's a woman of color. And she was like, but we need to talk about how Isabel stayed talking about how there's no news for the day. Flick posted up on the island, walking around, Celeste coming by, they're shooting stars. And she's just like, so I was watching my favorite sitcom. Girl, I don't care. What's going on the island?
Drinking her Bloody Mary or whatever.
I was always convinced that it was a
Oh, here she
whiskey
is.
on the rocks.
What up,
Yep,
Celeste?
looks like whiskey.
We all admit her drinking. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that glass stay full too.
For real.
I mean, that woman is overworked. Like she is stressed. Like,
I'm
let
not just
her-
like, you know what? He probably don't even pay her all of what she need to be paid anyway. So might
yeah,
as well
and she's working with a tyrant. You know,
let her drink
Like,
on the job.
Listen, I ain't never seen Isabel's house.
It's
Okay.
true.
Yo.
We're there.
I'm staring.
Yo.
Celeste is wandering around over by the cafe. There she is. She's just wandering around over here. Like if you come up by the museum and then go right, you should find her.
Oh, hold up. Coming that way. My little pogo stick.
Hey girl.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I just
Oh,
see
right
all these
past
people
her.
on stream like swarming Celeste right now, and it's really hilarious.
Like I need you to give me the free stuff.
Right.
Right.
Look. It used to be like everybody's like, "Oh, Celeste is here." We're like, "Word, we on the way."
Right?
Or when it was remember when it first got started and everyone was all about their turnips? So someone came through and was like, "Hey, I'm selling for like $400 and there's a line at my door. Got you. Let me put this rope up right quick before y'all don't know how to act."
Right.
Yo.
Or having to put like actual ground rules out there. You got all these people coming in for turnips, and then someone comes in the chat, "Hey man, how come I can't leave?" And it's always that one person who missed the memo. It's turnip day. What are you doing in Able Sisters? Ma'am, put the jacket down and get off my damn island. We have stuff to do.
Right. Right.
They're just like, cute.
You can come back after 6 p.m. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'll holler at you later. This is not.
We don't talk about Reddit here.
Mm.
No. I just don't. I don't fuck with Reddit, and people know I got reasons. All right, bye,
Blame
kitty
you.
girl. Put the jacket down. Yeah, because somebody like they basically reconfigure their islands. Like, here's a path to the store. Get the fuck off my island.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah. I've been on those
After
islands.
the first time I did turnip day like that, my second time I legit put ropes up leading straight line to the actual like to Nook's cranny and was like, "Nah, y'all gotta
Nice.
stay in the roped area."
yeah,
Yo.
yeah. Those
I'm
islands
not
be
gonna
having
have
dumpsters. and stuff.
A whole game held up because you want to go look and see, well, maybe you got a cute skirt. Girl, it'll be there. You got to get out though. Like, you got to leave. Come back later.
Time for
Ping
you
me
to
on
go.
Discord. Say I want to look at them skirts again. I'll let you come back.
Maybe.
I might let you come back. I might not, depending on if you make me irritated.
People
Nah.
be trying your patience though. They will. Even in video games. Even though something real simple where you just told them like, here's clear directions. You go from point A to point B.
That's all I want you to do.
All right, good luck,
All
kitty
I-
girl.
And like it's been that way since like on like the other Animal Crossing game for a DS. It's like that. Like you get someone's friend code, you go over, you do your turnip thing, and then you bounce. Like, why is this complicated? But it's always somebody who got to go do something silly. They're like, I'm gonna go
And
over
they
to the museum, or I'm gonna go try to buy something. Like, no.
And they get attitude with you. Hang on, I'm still shopping. Girl, you on my island.
This is not.
Don't make me
This,
kick you out.
look, I'll kick everybody off and close this shit down right
Close
now.
the whole thing down.
I will turn this motherfucker around. Everyone's gonna be angry. I didn't get to sell my turnips. Tell old girl who insisted she needed to get that lamp out of
Hi,
Nook's
DC.
cranny.
Thanks for the host. Yeah, people don't get it though. They just straight up want to be like, let me just come and hang out like and live here. I'm like, no.
No.
I remember when
It's
it
not a
became
social
worse.
call.
I remember when it became worse to try to contain people because you could swim, and you wouldn't think about it when you set up your
Oh,
rope
yeah.
and your gate.
Mhm.
You're like, damn it! There went all my roses on the left side of my island.
No, like the regular island I would go to sell turnips, stopped doing it because people was doing that like shaking his money trees down and stuff, he was just like, I'm done. I'm not even messing with this game no more. I ain't letting nobody on other than people I know.
Yeah. Sorry, I just peeped something I had to respond to. Wait, who was it? Wasn't it Ebonix who did like a trade and this dude came through, took all her stuff and left boxes?
I think it was. I was trying to think of who it was that happened
Yes,
to.
it was Ebonix.
That's rude as fuck.
Right. It's like, this right here is why we got friend codes and stuff on lockdown.
Right. Oh,
You won't let me come to your island? Fuck no, I won't.
what? Where did all this? Oh, it's a fossil. I'm just standing here like ain't nobody visiting my island.
I'm trying to fish in this one spot, and this fish is dead smack in the center, and it can't reach anything. I'm so upset. I'm stressed.
Where are you trying to fish?
Got it. It was
like,
in the square.
as you said that, I was having problems catching this fish at the same time.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I haven't
now-
played this in so long, and now I'm like trying to fish, and I'm like, I remember why I stopped fishing.
Like, am I bad at this game? I think I might be bad at this game. How am I bad at this game? I'm like, I'm running around Hades, like,
Oh my god.
I'm about to try to get me a 7-minute run. I can't fish in this game.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Where are you trying to fish at? Where are you at?
It was at like the square pond you got that's surrounded by
pond,
yeah.
I was about to call them hibiscus. They're not hibiscus.
Yeah, it's like near the star thing you had set up.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
first
okay.
song.
Hey, there's an Allegra raid. How are you, Allegra? We get to hang out with Allegra. How are you? Furwick, okay, let me just... Sir, your sub is gone. You keep trying to use emotes, sir. Allegra, I missed you. How are you? How is are you still doing Valhalla? Oh no, you're back on Dragon Quest. How's that going?
Ooh, thank you for the raid.
How are you?
Oh
Maybe
shit.
that'll be the next long gas game I play. Maybe I'll play Dragon Quest.
I feel like I have that personal discussion with myself every time I boot up an RPG. I'm like, man, I should do one that's not that long. Immediately boots up Final Fantasy VII.
Can't help myself.
Right, enjoy
Every time I
dinner.
jump into one,
Thank
it's a
you.
long ass
Go do that.
game.
All right, well, I'm not gonna do a long RPG. Next one I'm thinking about, Nier Automata. You know,
my
I just
God.
feel like I might be bad at this.
I'm like, oh, no, do this. No, Persona Royale.
Oh no,
was
I
like,
did
shit.
Persona 5. I did my whole second playthrough on stream, and you would think after doing the whole second playthrough I learned my lesson. No, I didn't. I played a full playthrough of P5R on stream when it came out. Just didn't learn fuck all or anything. Just did it
Yeah.
I'm
anyway.
like, I spent 100 and some hours for Persona.
thank
I'm
you,
like, I'm gonna do
Allegra.
it again. I know it.
Yep.
Listen, I pre-ordered Persona 5 Strikers. I'm probably gonna play that for 100 hours
Yo.
on stream.
Same.
Like,
Thank you,
Same.
Allegra.
you're gonna get this Persona 5 Dynasty Warriors whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or fucking not. I'm so
Why
hyped for that game.
Why are you still playing this? Because I ain't beat it yet. The fuck you mean? I thought it was pretty simple and straightforward.
Oh, God. I mean,
well-
you have the excuse of streaming.
Well, good evening to you too, Selfer. First off, that was earlier in the stream to start.
Yo, what?
Yikes!
I mean, the
I'm
VOD is
thinking-
out. Like, you can watch the VOD if you want.
Right, but
I
that's
would
also
reframe
just
that
like
question. I
right.
would
That's
reframe that
like
a little bit.
how you just go roll in the chat and it's like literally 2.5 hours after she was here, asking where you know. I suggest let me not sell those in case people need it. Does anybody need these recipes? Because if not, I'm gonna.
Which one?
I think
looking.
I'm
Large
good.
cardboard boxes with an end table, flower stand. I have all those.
Hold
Oh.
on.
I don't want any
But
of
it's-
these fish. I have them already.
I'm like hoping that I get something I don't have because I ain't played in a minute and I'm not looking.
No, and misspelled Stacy wrong.
I was just about to mention that too. Ain't even spell her name right.
So, as much as Stacey Abrams tweeted about this, and she retweeted me and I tweeted about it, and everybody and their mama retweeted me, you a little late. Because I repeat, Stacey's not here now. And even though some people think I'm brand safe, let's just be real. That was kind of rude. But yeah, Stacey was here at the beginning of the stream. She only had a half hour, so yeah. But if you're interested, the VOD, if you're only interested in seeing what Stacey had to say, the VOD is out on the Twitters. People have already highlighted it.
Fuck! Okay.
Oh my God! What?
I lost the fucking fish.
Oh man!
I knew what it was as soon as.
Oh my God! I hate it so much.
I was like, did that fish bite you? Like, what?
No! God damn!
Bye, babe.
The fish jumped up on the water.
I mean,
Pull
the
the
way
deep blue sea on here.
the way you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
it's a
Oh my
definite-
God!
It was a definite deep blue sea Samuel Jackson moment.
You made people jump in the chat.
I'm so sorry. Oh God, I get into it, and it was the first big shadow. That's why I'm pissy.
Did you
I wanted
move?
it.
Where are you? I came over to the square pond and you're not there anymore.
Oh, I've been left at fine. I'm on a mission. I'm on the right side of the island.
Oh my God.
This is why I don't. This is me in real life too, where people are like, where did Vanessa go? Oh, she said she was going to this table. You just gotta deal with it. She'll come back when she's done. Y'all not concerned? No. And it'll be
No.
10 minutes later. I'll come back with like a drink, a slice of pizza. Sup? Where did you go? Oh, I walked around the convention.
That's me. That's totally me.
Yep.
I am that person. Just don't worry. I'm fine. I'll find you when I find you. If I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission.
I'm gonna give you some encouragement by clapping.
Oh my God. I hate it, but thank you. Oh, it's a fucking sea bass. I hate everything. I hate it here.
I'm
Sea
just
bass.
laughing.
Like all sea bass.
It's like, oops, all sea bass even. Like, get out of my face. I'm so tired of catching you. I ain't played this in months and I'm tired of catching you all over.
I'm like, there gotta be something else. There's got to. No, it's not. It's another sea bass.
I wish the island would tell you where people are. I'm like, you said the right side of the island and that's where I'm at. Oh, there you are. I see you. And Flick's probably like, you ain't want to buy my sculpture. You ain't want to buy shit from me. You just walk past me. Oh, what's that?
Is it, oh God, is it a dab?
No, horse mackerel.
Oh no. Oh, I hear the puns. Oh, help me.
Yep.
Man.
Wow, from the
Oh.
chat, the fuck had me thinking someone spilled water on their PC. That is
No,
good.
my
it's
bad. I'm
a fuck.
sorry.
I dropped beer on my keyboard, kind of fuck. But I knew what it was because I was fishing, so I understood.
God.
Tacky.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse. Wow, Celeste just running me over. Thanks, Celeste. Those flowers aren't even
I see
interesting.
her. She's just running right up into you. Just like, oh, she'll move eventually.
Nope. Ow, ow. You just smacked me in the face with a fishing rod. Ow.
Listen. I've gotten hooked like that one day when I was actually fishing.
Oh, no.
My brother got me. My brother got
Oh, my
me with the
God.
fishing rod.
I don't like
Oh.
any of that.
I didn't
somebody
even
like
notice
that
at
once.
first. Like it was one
Wait,
of those
was
things.
that a
you, like,
shooting
you
star?
feel like maybe a bug bit you or something. Nah, it's a hook in my hand.
Was that a
Oh!
shooting star I just missed? Yeah, they're shooting stars.
Oh shit. Hang on, let me grip this fish.
Yeah.
Oh shit, snacks. I do like the red snappers though.
Yes, I did just see one.
How? Thanks. Fucking Isabel ain't told me shit. We could have been catching stars all this
I told-
time.
I told you.
Isabel ain't shit.
There's nothing exciting happening today. Takes a huge swig of whiskey. Ain't told you about shooting stars, flick, somebody trying to move out and ain't said shit. Like, what do you mean there's no news? You got a visitor? I don't care. I want the other stuff.
I missed it, Graham. I'm sorry. 90 minutes ago, I think I was probably just talking shit and not watching the chat.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
I believe you said it, Graham, too.
I
We
missed
were just
it.
over here doing the thing.
Isabella's told me exactly once that I would have shooting stars, and you know what? That was the day that I fell asleep early and didn't play at night.
Yo, that exact fucking same thing happened to me. Same thing. I lied the other day. Isabel was like, yo, they're shooting stars. And I was like, I didn't even know you could tell me this. Then I forgot. Fell asleep. My wife was like, I thought you were going to go to the island. You got shooting stars. I'm like, why ain't you calling me?
Okay, Canberra, now you're in my way. Actually, come this way where I've got the bamboo set up, because there's actually little benches sitting over there. It was my in case we ever get hi bye.
Sorry.
Damn, Celeste ran me down, you ran me down.
Hang on, we ran each other down. Don't try to make it sound like you wasn't running towards me too. Hold on.
I'm trying to go to my little like star watching spot.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. Ooh. Oh my god. Damn, how much mail do I have?
I know who you are.
How much mail do I have? Leave me alone, Happy Home Academy. Y'all keep
it's like your Twitter DMs.
Yo, well, my Twitter DMs are closed to the public.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah, but I discovered if I follow someone and even if they don't follow me, they can DM me, which kind of bothers me. Cause God, someone DM'd me and we were not mutuals, and I'm like, excuse you. So I straight up was just like, how'd you DM me? And they're like, you follow me. I'm like, that's not an answer.
Oh, cat. What's the business? What you need?
Right, she's holding a grudge. Maybe she is. I don't know. Oh,
she probably is.
Okay, how do I? Oh well, I didn't see. Now watch. It's not gonna be a single fucking star now that we are all over here.
There was one on the trip over that I got.
Oh, I totally missed it.
Damn it! I didn't see it.
Yeah, see, I always thought you had to be like right on the beach to see the stars.
I thought so too.
It looks like I just have to pee. Looking at like, because I'm doing like a little wiggle. It looks like I just need to get
doing the pee-pee dance.
Yeah. And maybe it's just because it has this little coat lays on you. But I'm like, it looks like I really just have to get up and go pee. Which I don't IRL. I'm just looking at my little person. Oh, out here changing clothes.
Smooth criminal.
I love how we all got silent because we're waiting for stars.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You were quiet.
This is like it's a serene moment. It's pretty cool.
I definitely took a screenshot of this. This is a picture here.
Yep. So I know the second I like look away, that's when stars will show up.
I'm like, I don't want to refill my drink, but I kind of don't.
Yeah. As soon as we decide to get up from here, it's going to be 10 stars.
Yep.
Look, I keep moving, and every like 10 steps, I keep panning my camera back up.
You're like, let me check. Look, I missed Graham saying it like 90 minutes ago, apparently. But you know what? I also have a bunch of stars in storage. So it's not like, oh, if I miss these stars, I won't have any.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, why did God?
But I haven't been playing, so that doesn't.
Yeah, while we're here chilling, what's everybody got going on? You know, counting down till the inauguration. Because again, we do not ignore politics in this channel.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, I know for me, one thing that Trump had signed was this thing that I forgot exactly what he called it, but it like affects teaching of certain cultural things in curriculum. And because I teach at like a state university, there's some question as to if I can cover some of the racial stuff that I cover in my video game class. I'm still planning on going straight for it, but I've definitely gotten some notes. Like some people have gotten notes from administration about it. If you allude to things like 1619 project and that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like creating a backup curriculum, I guess, that, still covers it, but not as raw as I normally do. So that's kind of what I'm doing in the moment.
I remember reading about that and like how schools can't even talk about like the 1619 project. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, it might be something that, I mean, it's an executive order, so it's something that Biden could just overdo immediately. Yeah. But he also has a lot of major stuff, on his plate. So who knows?
Yeah. He has a list of things that are going to be flipped day one that just have to be signed. They've already started putting shit together, which thank God. But that's frustrating. Because I don't know if y'all know that I talked about this before in my stream and stuff. Like I was before the pandemic, I was going back to school to be a history teacher. Like that's what I was doing. And then COVID kind of blew up the ability for me to do like student teaching and observations because none of the schools knew what the hell was going on, including my college. So that hit the back burner.
Oh, wow.
Because the school basically told me, we don't know what's going to happen next semester, but we still take your money.
Hold on. You're like, wait a minute.
That's legit what they like. One of my professors told me, like, sent me a message. She said, you'd probably be better off doing something else next semester because no one knows what's happening. And I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. They're like, oh, give us that money, though.
Yeah. The university is just like, well, we're going to have classes. Some of them will be in person, we think. But I'm like, what if I don't want to go to school in person? You're like, well, if they don't offer the class in person, then you can't take the class. I'm like, what? So I was done with that shit.
Nah, see, at least in in-person school, they couldn't charge you till you actually went to the class and was in it long enough, well, to let beyond the past drop, like the drop ad period. They couldn't be like, oh, you're going to sign up and we don't know if we're having classes, we still going to take your money. Because then it's like, who I got to fight to get my money back?
Yeah, it was, and it was a weird situation because between my wife and I's combined income, they were basically telling me I couldn't get any financial aid too, which is a weird feeling in itself. So I would have been paying that out of my pocket.
Oh, and no.
Just because you make enough money to not get financial aid does not mean you're rich.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I did read that the FAFSA is finally going to drop the expected family contribution number.
About fucking time.
I don't know when it's going to go into effect, but yeah, it's a nightmare.
Because when I first started college, long time ago, I was by all accounts an independent student. My parents did not support me in any way, in anything in my life. But legally, unless I went through a billion hoops to basically divorce my parents, as a 21-year-old, they were still required to submit documentation for my financial aid eligibility, which they did not.
Yeah. Could someone explain FAFSA? There was a question in the chat.
Yeah, so it's a federal form you got to fill out when you're going to college. You have to submit a whole bunch of stuff, tax information, W-2 income stuff, and then they determine your eligibility for federal financial aid. So things like federal loans and Pell grants and that kind of stuff comes from the FAFSA. Oh yeah, and it's a very annoying form to fill out. Especially, I was a first generation college student, so my parents were like, "What is this?"
Same.
So, luckily we had a bunch of help. But man, that thing is not an easy thing to fill out at all.
Yeah, and you are technically considered to be under your parents until you're age 26.
Right.
So it took me a year of going through paperwork and drama to get considered to be an independent student who was financially supporting himself.
Yeah, and if you want to prove your independence on the FAFSA, it's almost more trouble than it's worth, and I'm sure that's by design.
It was like I literally was like I was pleading with my parents to just send me documentation because I was so frustrated at some point.
Yeah.
But as it stood, because I was the first in my family, I was able to pass my knowledge down to my little brothers and sisters, so they did not have to go through the headaches that I went through. Because I went through hell. And it should not be that complicated.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Keep talking. I am just.
I don't know how that has gotten. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just.
I don't know how bad it's gotten since the whole divorce thing and all the shit that's going on with her being head of the Department of Education.
I'm sure it's terrible.
Oh yeah, in state and out of state. Yeah, that's another bit of bullshit. That was actually why I didn't end up going to University of Georgia, because out of state tuition was way too much. Even though I had family there, I had a place to stay and everything.
Oh yeah. So this comment that Weird Vectors put in the chat about somebody thinking you got more aid, strictly because of your background. I'll sometimes I tutor a whole bunch of kids, and every once in a while when I'm working with a white family, sometimes the parents will ask me if they think that their white kids will be eligible for any kind of aid because they don't benefit from any marginalized they don't any marginalized status. And most of the time these are families that I know probably will be paying the whole thing out of pocket anyway, because they got to pay me for my tutoring, and I'm like the aid is normally it's for people that need it. You know what I mean? It's not like just free money. It's like, nah, without that some people can't go. It's not like to make things easier, it's literally like you go or you don't. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, someone I was in college with honestly thought that shit. They literally thought I got a free ride just because I was black. And I was like, excuse me? And this is someone I was at DePaul with as an undergrad. And I'm like, excuse me? But somebody taught her that. And I'm just like...
Oh, that's not how it works.
I know, but so many people...
It works at all. And then people just have this idea in their mind.
There's people walking around right now, because I know I've seen it on Twitter in the last 12 months. They really think that minorities get either a free ride or we just get money. And then, of course, because we're minorities and lazy, that we blow it, that we're getting free rides to all these colleges. And how dare you take my spot at name of school, and I'm like, you just stupid. That's
I was like,
why you
Boulder, you
didn't get
think
into
that you
that.
had a designated spot in the first place.
Yo, right?
Eh,
That's like that. What was her name? It was Abby
Yes.
who actually
The
filed a discrimination suit.
one
saying
chick from
get a
Texas.
spot,
Yeah.
but
Oh my god.
because there was too many brown people who took them.
Yes.
That took them.
There was a whole lawsuit.
Yes.
I forget what university it
Whole
was
lawsuit.
against, but yeah,
That was. I think it was Texas.
yeah. And so basically, the TLDR was she tried to apply, she didn't get admitted, and then she actually tried to file a discrimination suit against them, saying that the reason she didn't get admitted is because they didn't want her specifically because she was white, and referenced like the photos of the last few graduating classes that had maybe 10 or 12 black people in them. And then she tried to even lean into oh god, I don't, is it Hispanic people?
Abigail Fisher. Yeah, Hispanic people. She said basically there were too many of them getting accepted who had lower grades and weren't as qualified over basically white students.
And she quite literally, her marks were like so mediocre.
It was mediocre as fuck.
Tiring.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like they went through the data and basically just proved like your grades weren't even any better than most of the people who get in, period, let alone color of their skin. Like, lady, no. That shit got tossed. But it went on for fucking ever.
Yeah, she got it all the way up to, didn't she make it all the way to the Supreme Court with that?
Yeah.
The Supreme
Yeah, I
Court or
believe-
her
believe
state
so.
Supreme Court?
Yeah, she took it all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was like, oh baby, what is you doing?
Yeah, basically. Supreme Court laughed that shit out of there.
Wow. I mean, it should have never
Yeah.
got that far.
It
At
should
all.
not have.
Yeah, it was a similar
Made it
one.
past stage one, I don't think.
Yeah, when I was in grad school in like 2003, there was like that big University of Michigan case about affirmative action, and I was like the only black person. Well, I was one of the few black people in my program. It was like an engineering program, and somebody, a Michigan law student sued saying that, black people took her spot, basically.
But was she eligible to? Was she actually eligible to be admitted?
I don't know, but the point is that like she didn't get in, right? And these schools are competitive. The yields are super low for any of these like competitive schools, no matter what you are. So just because you don't get in doesn't, like, it's no checklist that once you hit it, like, you get in, for like any of these schools.
So, Sharif, you know that I used to work in college admissions, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, how do these people get to this point? And then I realized, oh yeah, it's the racist ass uncles and grandparents who probably don't even
Legacies.
right? And they probably don't even give a
Legacies.
fuck about college or any of this, and think that we stole some shit from them. And I'm like, that's not how this works at all.
And again, I fall back onto the idea that they're taught that they're owed this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a combination of things too, because they're taught they're owed it, and then we've talked about this before. People of color aren't afforded space to be mediocre.
Right.
Yep.
Like,
Right.
never at all. So they get by with all their mediocrity 24/7, and then it becomes the norm and the standard for them. And then when they don't get in places, it's a complete disruption. But we don't understand how we didn't get in. Well, that doesn't make sense. And then all that ingrained racism from like their families and stuff, where you're smarter than black kids, you're smarter than brown kids. In the case of men, you're smarter than non-men, or they'll probably still be saying women and stuff. So then when they see something counter to that, it all of a sudden is a big hubbub because, well, wait, I deserve these things though. It's like, no, your shit's pretty mediocre. It's pretty fucking mediocre. Pretty subpar, pretty standard. Sorry about it, but not really. Meanwhile, we've got black kids who have like perfect marks everywhere, that could be the next engineer who are scrambling and scrounging to get into a decent engineering school.
Yeah, yo, and they put in the
Right.
work. I mean, it's like that point that I think Tanya that you had brought up earlier, saying that like stereotype that people on government assistance are just like lazy and just like waiting
Right.
for aid. It's like that same thing. Like people think that if you're a marginalized person, you're not working hard. That like you're just sitting there knowing that you're going to get a full scholarship somewhere, and it's like
Well, yeah,
people
even
put
in
in the
the
work.
sense of, like grants and scholarships and stuff, those will be used as marks against you. Like we have the ones that are catered to us, but then if you try to
Mhm.
use any of the like standard federal stuff, oh, they'll find real fast ways to pull money from you left, right, and 9 ways from sideways,
Yeah.
just without even thinking about it. And then they won't tell you about options for paying stuff back. They won't help you in
Oh.
financial aid. They'll leave you high and dry and being like, oh, you had the audacity to make it through all of our loopholes? Okay, bet. We'll let you die financially then. Said the girl who has 6-figure loans. I don't know that firsthand.
Look, I'm gonna die when these
To
fucking
have
loans.
my loans where they are now is like I'm nearly crying in my heart and self because like I can afford my student loan payments, which in itself is like a whole fucking thing because like I can eat and pay my student loans. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a thing that I can do now. And
a
like
big
people
deal.
are like that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like I'm not rich, but I can eat and pay my student loans.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of people, especially early when they get out of college, their whole career choices are dictated by loans. Like what jobs like you could take, like where you can live,
Absolutely.
all that stuff is like, can I afford to pay this stuff?
I mean, it's the same going into college. Like,
Goodbye, Freckle Stars.
like my choices of which schools I could go to, like I applied to a bunch of them after figuring out how to jump through all the loopholes to get free applications because Lord knows I couldn't afford $40 an application for colleges. Who knew that you could get a lot of these for free? Then I realized that I can't go to most of these because A, I can't afford it. B, they won't give me enough loans for it. C, I can't get to them. Or like the other ones, like I got accepted to a ton of places I don't want to go to, but I just couldn't go to them at all because the money wasn't there. I couldn't leave the state because definitely couldn't afford that. I'd still be like dying in loans.
Yeah, Noob Berto, thank you for using your Prime.
2000 error.
Primo.
Oh no. And thank you, KB, for the posture check, because I'm actually sitting back. I'm not like all up in the screen like I normally am, which is terrible. Like I got this Herman Miller chair and I still sit like I have never encountered furniture in my life.
Yep.
What is this thing? Furniture.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I say that you can tell I'm bisexual by how I sit in chairs.
Yep.
Listen, I thought that was because people were just like, oh, it's ha ha he he funny. And it's like, oh, I'm pretty sure there's ones for all types of queer people, right? And then it was upon like this last year I realized, even right now, I'm sitting in my damn ergonomic chair, cross-legged style.
Yep.
Man.
And it's like,
Listen,
but
why
why?
is this a thing?
Your legs can be down on the nice ergonomic mat. You've got massagey balls, all sorts of nice shit. Nope. I sit in the chair, cross-legged style. Sometimes on stream, if you're paying attention, you can see my knee in the camera. It's because one leg is in the chair and the other one is dangling.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
I-
people definitely get my knees on the stream.
Oh my god.
I make sure that I make sure I have lotion because I want to be ashy
Oh, no,
if
see,
my
I'm-
knee.
Don't worry about that.
So,
I did do that one time where I forgot I didn't have on leggings and I looked over and seeing extra brown in the camera. I was like, oh shit. I'm trying
Ma'am.
to get back. Oh god.
Ma'am.
my God.
I didn't mean to. It's just I got comfortable. And then I realized I was too comfortable. It was like, oop.
Okay, you about to be like
Oh.
Mira. You about to be like Mira in that clip that she posted.
That clip put me out so bad. When she was like I've been bouncing in flour. I was like, Mira, you didn't.
No,
Oh,
she did not.
Wow.
I mean, she told on herself. She put that shit on the TL. So She's like, when you
Bouncing and flour. I'm
when you-
crying.
when you
she didn't have to put all that out there.
right, she was like, no, it was. Wait, what are you talking about? The same clip where she was like, when you shook, but you got to think about TOS, and she like pulled her like dress or shirt or whatever the fuck she was wearing down.
Oh no, different clip because I'm talking about her
Oh.
most recent one where someone in chat was like, they told her ass is out. And she was like, what you mean my ass is out? And then she was like, bro, my ass ashy as hell too. Like I've been bouncing in flour.
Oh no.
I ain't seen that one. Let me go look.
Oh my God. I was in tears.
Oh,
Mira, you can't just post on the timeline that your ass is ashy, one.
Was it the
That it looked
wardrobe
like
malfunction?
flour, two. And then three, she's like, no, you know what it looked like? It looked like that chocolate you had that you forgot about, and it got that white sheet over it.
Oh my God. I hadn't watched this one. Let me retweet it right quick.
That's hilarious.
No, the one I was talking about where she was like, when you shook, but you got to remember TOS.
Oh God.
That was worse because she was like, I got to be careful. Y'all going to be seeing everything. Like,
Oh
let
my
me get
God.
under this desk right quick. And I'm like, ma'am. Ma'am. I'm just like,
Mira.
I'm like, you are a Twitch ambassador, ma'am. Her cats be killing me. They just don't give a fuck. They get on the desk.
No, her cats don't care at all.
No, her cats have no fucks to give whatsoever. Oh my God.
I see. I didn't catch that one because Mira streams so fucking late at night. If I don't catch her right when she start, I don't see anything.
I was
Yeah,
it's her and a couple others that they be out here at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, and it's like, what you mean you just starting, bro?
And I'm
I
like-
need to go to bed.
Like, also, when like who's watching y'all 3 a.m.?
I work here. That's it.
Right, that's the one I was talking about that I just put in chat when she's like, you got to be mindful of TOS, but you shook. And I'm like, girl, please. This is a Christian household. It's not, but I'm like, if y'all catch me saying that, you know I've been replaced by a pod person. Because if I start,
Lord. I seen her.
Oh shit, there's a star.
I hate it. I hate it.
I mean, she put it out there.
Oh,
I
stars.
was no good. I was no good. Oh, stars. Oh wait, can I not get them if I'm?
Not while you're sitting, apparently.
Oh, both.
My wife came down. She's
We
like,
chose
"You
poorly.
all right? You've been laughing." Like, I had to check and see if you were okay.
Wait, what kind of question is that? Are you okay? Because you've been laughing.
Well, she thought I was raiding in Destiny. She's like, "What happened? You were laughing this much in raid? Usually, y'all super serious
Oh.
business."
How long did we sit here before some damn stars showed up?
Yo,
Oh, yes,
I
time.
just
At least 40 minutes, I'm thinking.
I literally just missed one.
I'm gonna have like
I
2
missed it too.
stars on my
No.
on my beach
Oh,
tomorrow.
shitty now. Versus fish, now it's stars. I hate it.
Yes, Dimples and Dice is hardcore on Destiny in DD. So Ndidi
Oh, yeah, I'm
is a
sorry.
lovely UK streamer. No, don't be sorry. Who I got to play Santa for when I was Tiltify Santa the first time. And it was funny because you
Yeah.
didn't notice the donation for a long ass time, and then when you did, it was hilarious. Who just shook my bamboo? I saw that snow fall off. I'm like, I saw that snow fall off the tree. What the fuck y'all doing? I'm about to be like a cat parrot. Like, what you doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I loved watching those clips of the reactions to the donations. Those were all great.
No, the alert worked because I saw the alert. You just didn't catch it because the alert came up.
Yeah,
Those damn flowers are the
I
highest.
didn't mention what I rated, and yeah, I do Destiny every Monday.
Can someone
Yeah,
shout out
true.
Dimples? Oh, okay. Because I was like, it went off. I saw it right there.
We didn't do tonight because like half the rate was out for work and other life reasons.
Yeah, Dimples is real dope. But I play it so casually. I just hate playing Destiny by myself. I'll play Division all
Okay, hit
day
me
by
up.
myself. See, you're a hardcore player though. I ain't trying to be out here getting left behind on
I
raids and shit.
promise, I'm super chill when I'm playing with people who are not in my raid group. My raid group is most of my raid group is pretty chill too. We mostly just troll each other because we don't have to think too much about what we do now because we've been doing
And that's the part where
it
I'll
for a
fall
minute
behind
now.
and
So
y'all
it's
gonna
just
be
kind of
like, y'all are gonna be like, who's this fucking noob you brought?
oh no, we bring new people in here. We're trying to get them so they can like. I hate when people bring people to like stuff and they're not patient with them. So I am absolutely against that.
The thing is, I'm
And
not
that's
new to
a
Destiny.
culture we try to keep.
I'm just not a super
Yeah,
hardcore
it's more. No,
player.
I meant new to the raid, new to content.
Yeah.
Sharif, are you wearing a mustache? A handlebar mustache?
Yes,
You
I
just
am.
noticed that?
I definitely am. And I'm not wearing it. I grew it. Thank you very much. It's a part of me. It's not a costume.
Okay.
That's like me lying to myself IRL. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can grow
so
facial hair.
y'all should link up then, Didi, because Didi apparently plays a lot of Destiny too.
Yeah, I haven't rated in a very long time.
I got to get Malavent. We got like Malavent. We have not had a chance to link, but I told Malavent I'm gonna get her through there.
Yeah,
We gotta make it
yeah,
happen.
yeah. We should link up. I haven't done the Deep Zone Crypt. I've done everything else, but not that.
It's pretty easy, honestly. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I think the thing is like my gaming is usually, I don't know. I game when I can, and back in Destiny 1 days and early Destiny 2, I'd have like set raid times with people, and I don't have that anymore. So I'm kind of like, just chill with the other content.
I think I am going to run off because I'm actually falling asleep at my desk.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
no.
okay. It's about 10,
Like,
so I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap anyway. Cause we've
Yeah.
been on now 3.5 hours. I still gotta wipe all this makeup off my face. Trying to see. I'm gonna start.
That's always fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to
Learned about that one over the past year.
Yeah. So people still hear you talking. They just won't hear the game. But I'm gonna roll credits, and we're gonna try to find somebody to take this love to that we normally don't get to rate. Kaze is on playing Tarkov. Fierce Kittens is on playing Stardew Valley. Oh, Black Crystal's on. I didn't even know that they stream. Let me check. Let me make sure it's not like followers only or something. Because people be locking down their streams, which I don't blame them for.
Do not blame them whatsoever.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go raid Black Crystal because I didn't even know. I have never caught their stream, and it looks like they've only been on like an hour and a half. So it's not gonna be like I came to raid you and now I'm ending. Oh, those So they have follower subscriber mode only chat, so we're gonna cancel that. Cause you have to be a follower to talk in their chat, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody's boundaries. Is there anybody y'all know that's on that we can raid? Oh, Blacktastic is on. Is he actually on though? Because the last time I was gonna go raid, it was like a rerun.
Wait, who's on?
Blacktastic, are they actually on?
Wait, is he on? Oh my gosh, he is. He's doing fighting games though. So if you're into that, then yeah, it's his fight night.
Okay, because I'm like, were you gonna say?
Yeah, he's actually on. His schedule's been all over the place because he got laid off because he's actually a bouncer. So obviously he can't. He doesn't have a whole lot to be bouncing.
Right.
Yeah. John Kawaii Guy's on, but I don't know if John has stream locked down. The last time I tried to raid.
I can check, or you could go to Mary Kish. She's cool.
Yeah, Mary Kish is on.
Oh, I didn't know Mary. I didn't know that Mary
streamed.
Yes.
Yeah, she's playing Grindstone, which is a cool
I've
game.
been enjoying that game a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
it's very cool.
I'm glad
Okay,
I caught
so-
Brian playing it.
So what we doing? Because also I need to fix these credits. They're just like zipping by.
They are going
If you
by
go to
very
John,
fast.
he's only I'm sorry, they've only been on for 2 hours and he's playing Persona 5 Royal. Speaking of RPGs that take 900 years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Probably gonna be there for a while. And
Yeah.
doesn't like they have on followers only, subs only, or anything like that.
So what was the name again?
Kawaii guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Take it on over to them, I think.
Yeah.
Feel like people here would vibe better with RPGs than
Yeah.
fighting
Well,
games.
John has that on too, but we'll deal with this. But you should follow John anyway. They're lovely. Because I'm not going all over Twitch looking for somebody to raid.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I usually like check few, ask people. If I ain't got nothing there, I'll go wherever I'm hosting.
Right. It's like
Thanks,
see
you
what this
all.
auto
yeah,
does.
Yeah,
That's what the auto host is for.
Yeah, Davey, I don't like really rating RPG shows unless we're finishing an RPG show because a lot of times people don't can't really respond or interact to a raid. So
Yep.
yeah. But let's go see what John's doing in Persona 5 Royal. I actually have to go play that for reasons. So I may do that tomorrow after I get my work done. All right, see you over there. Let's say hi to John.
Fun game.
Also, please be respectful. John's pronouns are they, them, and I will catch you all. I've got a sponsor stream on Friday. I'll tweet out about that later, and I will catch you all soon. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Let
Bye.
me make sure this raid goes through.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.